What's up, guys? Welcome back. Financial Tuesdays is episode 14, April 27th, 2025. Only talking about things in the big 25. It is Sunday. You know, I'm back here with my guest, my host, Woo John, in the building.
There you go, John.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Because I said guest, and he heard me say guest, and he choked on the ice.
I didn't choke, bro.
What the hell happened?
Bro, he said guest, bro.
Yeah, I said I'm here with my guest, but
I guess I'm a guest at the house, bro.
no, we don't. Yeah, I mean, we don't do no guests, bro. We don't need the guest review, bro.
We can't afford guests.
We not paying no fucking guests, bro.
We humble.
Yeah, no.
Humble beginnings.
We getting Beyonce off our hard work, bro. Blood, sweat, and tears. And I'm also back with my other host, Isaiah's twitch.tv.com.
You see it.
Check him out.
Where's the streams at, bro?
Where the streams at, bro? Streets are asking you. They're trying to
Stream baseball, bro.
You know, there's bets placed on
What they're actually
like
today?
no, like that and also who you're gonna partner with, bro.
Oh, partner with.
Yeah, we're waiting for that
Kick?
how announcement, bro.
It's a $10 pool right
The
now.
Twitch, Kick, Rumble, or party, bro.
No.
What about Facebook?
Facebook does live stream. Oh yeah,
Facebook
that's that's like is it called Facebook Gaming?
I think so, yeah.
They fucked themselves.
Or maybe it's Facebook
It
Live.
has to be. I think it is Facebook Live. I think it started as Facebook Gaming though, because I remember when they were signing people, it was only for gaming. But yeah, we gotta see, bro. You think Meta's gonna give you that check, bro?
Yeah.
Ooh, John, when is Meta cutting you that check?
Meta's never coming here.
Do you get paid? Do you get paid off Instagram? No, right?
I think so.
I have no idea, bro.
Maybe yes. Maybe like not from Instagram.
That's what I'm saying though. Like on TikTok, you get paid for your views.
Yeah, I don't think there's a creator. Instagram.
There's not. Oh, there's one for Twitter. But you have to like buy into it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, a fucking pyramid scheme. But or you could do Twitter, bro. You could partner. You know what I mean? I could see you with the black hat.
Full penis.
Huh? Repeat that one
We're
again.
we're literally just gonna move on, bro. We're moving on.
What's wrong with
We're
that?
moving on, bro.
He has one banger.
We're moving on, bro.
5K likes, bro.
We're moving on. Anyway.
That's who I aspire to be.
Oh, gosh. I aspire to be Deli Meat 10.
Deli Meat 10. Shout out Deli Meat 10.
So yeah, we're gonna start it off with the hot button pressing news. Shannon Sharp is being sued for like 50 million.
50.
Is it 50? Yeah, 50 mil. 50 mil by a
19-year-old OnlyFans model.
See, I was trying not to add the OnlyFans into it. No, just so it's like. I mean, yeah, that is what she does. She's 19 years old, so I'm guessing she's been on OnlyFans for 2 years, hopefully.
Yo,
You mean one?
I mean one.
She's 19.
I mean, yeah. Well, I was saying like 18 year one, 19 year two.
Yeah.
Because if she starts like
Yeah, I got
right
it.
when she turns 18, which she probably did,
Yeah.
then.
Didn't even give life a chance, bro.
Did not do like.
No, I mean no hate, but yeah, I mean like if you just started
All
at
the
18,
hate,
like
bro,
you
all
just
the
didn't.
hate.
All right,
Okay.
well I go on, bro.
Okay, so.
But yeah, so she's suing Shannon Sharp because it's like a civil suit on. She's calling him a rapist, no?
Yeah.
Old dick?
Yeah, she called him. a
She's
racist.
civilly suing him for rape,
Yeah.
which I don't know. I'm always confused by that. I guess because it's like I can definitely hear the arguments from I don't know if they would call them. I guess like the victim advocates. Like I guess I can hear the argument of like what I hear the arguments of what was I gonna say?
What? What is
I
that?
fucking I don't know. I
Crashing
blanked
out.
out. Yeah, I blanked out.
What?
I can hear arguments of like saying that like you sue civilly because it's like harder to prove it like criminally or jail time, like it might not be that like much. Like I guess hitting him where his pockets
Yeah,
hurt
she
is
wants
like.
the money.
50 mil.
But I don't know. Like I feel like
Crazy amount.
if I was assaulted, I was gonna. Like I would just press like charges.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. I would want the person in jail. Like I don't know. Because if it's like you're suing for that reason, like, I feel like you just wouldn't think about money. I guess it's like, you did this thing to me, so now I'm just going to take a bunch of money from you. That's like,
That's enough
for me, yeah, that's enough for me. Which, I mean, like, bro, if this man fucking raped her, I mean,
I feel
take his
that
money,
should be
yeah,
a lot
I guess.
more than just that, though. Like,
more than 50 million? But he doesn't.
more
Oh,
than
you're
just
saying he
money.
should go to jail.
Yeah. If he did rape her.
Yeah, that's how I don't know. It's
It's a
just
crime.
it's confusing to like go because I remember with like OJ, he was charged like criminally, then like he beat the case, then they sued him civilly. So I feel like if it was maybe both,
Yeah.
or if it was criminally then civilly, like I am gonna believe women. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be
Yeah.
like, oh, she's suing
Since it's
civilly.
Shannon, no. But no. Like I was saying, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like it's not like, oh, since it's Shannon Sharp, I'm gonna go on Shannon's side. Nah.
No, not that, or because I'm not even like picking sides or saying he definitely did it or not. It's just more like I'm not gonna be like he didn't do it because she's suing civilly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just odd to me personally. It's odd to me, like
Yeah, it is odd to go about it civilly.
yeah, because it's just like I mean 50 mil is literally like for like probably like 85% of people, like that's like
Yeah.
just yeah, that's just it, like unbelievable amount of wealth. So it's like let's say she wins, she gets 50 mil, like she's 20 years old.
Yeah.
She could retire
That's it.
there.
Yeah, she could just retire there. But it's just like
I feel like it's low key like I don't know. I feel like 50 mil. Like how much money does Shannon Sharp have?
no, he has a deal.
Then he just he got like $100 million deal just now.
Oh, so she wants half.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Alimony type shit.
originally, she and her lawyer, and I'll talk about her lawyer in a second, but she and her lawyer, like, came out to him privately and was like, oh, we're gonna do this. And then he offered, like, 10 mil.
I thought it was 50K.
Nah, it was something
No,
like
it's
10
10
mil,
million
yeah.
to
To
before
basically
everything.
silence her, yeah.
Basically, to just
And-
Which isn't
Yeah,
a
Uncle
good look.
might be good.
No, it's nothing. Well,
I mean,
if we're gonna argue for her, like, if it's devil advocate type of thing, if I'm worth 100 million, like, I like.
I mean, I understand why he did it because this literally.
But like when you're a billionaire, you're gonna have a bunch of people be like, even
You
if
can
it's
donate
real
more,
or not,
yeah.
I'm gonna say this story
Yeah.
about you, and people are gonna. I'm not saying Shannon's a billionaire, but I'm just saying in perspective. When people pay off stories, it's sometimes just easier.
Yeah.
That's just really it.
Because
Like,
like it's better that if it doesn't get out for him, then it does get out and he's proven.
because he's like 50 something years old. Let's say he retires at like 70. He's thinking 20 years, I could be worth 250 mil.
Yeah.
If she takes the 10 mil. So like if it's like imagine if she was gonna take the 10 mil, right? But he was the one that's like, nah, I'm not gonna give her all this money. Is that you would be the fool because by giving her the money, you
Save
in
yourself
20
trouble, bro.
you would save yourself the trouble in 20 years.
Yeah.
You'd have 250. Who cares about that 10 mil?
Yeah, and she takes the 10 now. Like he doesn't have to deal with any repercussions of
Yeah.
The media.
the trial proving that.
But then it's interesting that she doesn't, because if I don't know though. I mean, like, yeah, okay, because it is kind of confusing when you see a lot of the headlines in the news because they're only talking about their actual sexual history because they did have like a sexual history together, and like
Out of time.
she was basically like semi escort, and he was basically what do they call them dudes who give like women shit like all
Sugar daddies.
A pimp?
no pimp they own like
Yeah.
escorts, but.
Oh, they give.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, they call, like, all the rappers this shit. They're, like...
A trick.
A trick, yeah. He's basically a trick.
Yeah.
Like, he was... Bro, I think so fuck or something. It was, like, $25K.
Yeah, he was paying a lot of money to her.
Nasty word.
Respect women. Look, I'm not even gonna say that.
Respect for that will not be
I ain't
paid
even
for
gonna
sex.
say that. But... 25K is just crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. 25K is a crazy amount
That's a
to pay
lot
for
of
box,
money.
bro.
A lot of bucks, bro.
You said over 100 times.
They had, that's what I heard. They had sex with 100.
So she racked up like
$250,000 right
a
there.
quarter
bro.
mil on him.
That's why it's just...
But like you're
I don't know,
Shannon
it's all
Sharp,
weird.
bro. Like
You do not need to be
you
paying.
don't need,
it.
yeah, you don't need to be paying for that, bro.
Yeah, but he wants, if you, like, with the messages, they're, like, Shannon Sharp is a
Freak.
large black man. Like, he literally was a football player, D1 football player.
Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
You think
So-
they might remove him for this, bro?
Nah.
Nah, you can't. Bro,
Can't
there's
lose
probably,
money.
like,
Murderers in there.
there's probably people who, like, domestically abuse their wives while they're playing football in the Hall of Fame, like, after.
And it's like, no.
No, that's what I'm saying, yeah. So, like, So yeah, he's like a large black dude, and this is like, she's just like a small like little white girl. She's 19 years old. He like, you see the text messages. He specifically wants like a certain dynamic.
Yeah.
It's a bit harder to find that dynamic.
What was that dynamic, bro?
It's a lot of
He
race
wanted-
play.
Yeah, he
a
wanted
lot of
to
race
be-
play. I would say aggressive race play. That's
He wanted to be dominant in it. For
Oh.
sure.
I think so. I mean, I don't know. It's just odd, but it was like borderline race play where like she's not saying the N-word, but it was like right there. Like she might as well. Like it wouldn't have been.
That's...
But I think wasn't he comparing himself to an animal or something?
Huh?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
It was some weird messages, man. But yeah, so
he was very aggressive. I don't know. In those texts, in those voice memos and all that stuff.
Kind of
it seems like I mean, I don't know. It just all looks like a bad look, especially when it's like kind of happens to a lot of celebrities of like getting in the limelight. Because I feel like he got in the limelight like a couple years ago, less than like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like in a major way, doing like I feel like with Club Shay Shay and the podcast he does with the other guy, I forgot his name.
He did it with Skip Bayless or Ocho Cinco.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Well, I'm saying when he left Skip,
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually when he started
because he started
really
doing it
blowing.
with Ocho Cinco, then you had the Cat Williams thing.
Yeah. So there's always this thing with like celebrities where it's kind of like the supernova effect. Like, oh, you're getting super big, and then like one day it's like boom.
Blow up.
Like look at even like even if you're, and it's always interesting because it is like the bigger the supernova, the bigger the crash. Look at someone like Drewski who was so calm as a celebrity and just like going up slow by slow, and then like his shit came out and it was kind of like
What was his shit?
The Diddy thing.
the Diddy thing, which isn't like, I'm not saying that's necessarily true, but I'm saying like just the accusation alone is your stopping point.
I look, you forgot about that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, because it just looks like a weird case. So I mean, I'm not gonna.
What is Drewski really doing there, bro?
Well, I mean, Drewski.
Well, no, Drewski disproved it.
Yeah, he
basically.
claimed that he was broke on 98 cents in his mom's house in 2018 or something.
Yeah.
And, like, the accusations were
So
claimed.
he sold to the devil.
And they. It's funny because they now use him as the face of unemployment. So.
Drewski.
Yeah, it's just a picture of him.
That's fucking funny. But that's what I'm saying though. Like I feel like Shannon, like compared to Drewski, was so much more out there.
Yeah.
So kind of like adds to that environment. I feel like people look back on clips of him talking to women now.
The IG Live thing.
That was just odd though. I don't know. That the IG Live thing is so like.
I don't know how you do that on accident.
No. That's what I'm saying though. It wasn't an. I know it's not an accident because he was trying to like prove something. Because I think at the time people were saying something, and he was kind of just like, I gotta prove that. Like, I gotta prove
Who
that.
the girl was from the IG?
I thought it was like some MILF, like some 40-year-old.
Yeah,
it was an older person.
Yeah, it was like an older person.
Oh, okay.
But
Imagine if it was a 19.
Bro, that clip of him talking to Deion Sanders about it, bro. I usually make him shit.
no, yeah, I mean going back to the case, it just looks weird on both sides because it's like the Shannon thing. It's like a very believable story, but there's also like you guys were in a relationship, like I would say like in quotation marks relationship for a while.
At this point, yeah.
And then her lawyer is the same dude that backed up the guy suing Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Which I think Jay-Z immediately made a statement. It was kind of like disproven. Like he was like, I've never even met the person. So
the girl or the guy the whole Jay-Z situation.
The whole Jay-Z situation. Like when Jay-Z came out, he's like, I've never even met the person accusing me.
Yeah.
So a lot of people look at the lawyer like this is kind of a dude who's like
Just grabbing at anything, bro.
he'll grab at anything, and the way he gets paid is like, oh, we have this accusation, let me go to you and tell you, and then you pay us off. So like he hopes that they get
Like,
paid
just
off.
take the
I don't know why in this situation they get paid off. Maybe the lawyer or her is like, we have so much evidence that we could get more than 10 mil, but
That's just how it goes in court.
honestly, even if everything goes through, like I don't even think she'll get 10 mil. So it's just odd. Maybe she wanted to embarrass him. I don't know. I think though, like,
this point was just a
he
damn.
lost his spot on ESPN, so
yeah, well,
for
yeah,
the time being.
yeah, until
Until it's
August, yeah. But I mean,
When is
that
the,
might just be a placeholder though.
When is the court supposed? I mean, when is the court case supposed to
I
be?
don't even know. Yeah.
Finn Tuesday finally covering something important, bro. We get the whole court case covered.
We just
Start to
started
finish,
today.
bro. Every week.
For real.
Give you a little update if you can. I find it your time of the day. That might be it, boys.
No, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like the moral of the story though is the one thing I've been saving off to the end, which is she's 19 and he's like 50 something
that
years
was
old.
very
You
weird.
couldn't fuck that little dog.
Dog.
That is
Dude,
right.
if you're fit, bro, there's no reason he should have just been messing for her.
Yeah.
This is literally a-
youngest one should be going to 30, bro.
Start to finish, guys. It's just
Yeah,
all-
I mean, this is just one of the cases of like, bro, an entire like this man was building up his career and shit. So let's say his career's an empire. That whole empire fell over one girl, bro.
What are we
Like,
doing, bro? What are we
We
doing?
gotta
19-year-old.
keep her in our pants, bro. We
I know
gotta.
Dr. Umar is pissed.
No, Dr. Umar was like, I told y'all. Like,
Nope. I know he's like, they don't listen, bro.
they don't listen, no.
Charles Barkley.
But I feel like, yeah, that's just the biggest thing about it is like, there's no reason why you should be like with a 19-year-old as a 50-something-year-old.
Yeah, for sure.
You could definitely do better, Unc.
I mean, what is wrong with you, bro? I remember I was talking to one of my coworkers about it. He was like, yeah, but like, you know, he's like, it's kind of the norm for like older guys who are like rich to go with younger girls. I was like, just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean
You
like
should
you
too.
have to be the fucking idiot.
And everybody else thinks it's still weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's still
like-
frowned upon in
You should be arrested just for that,
huh?
right?
You could be your pops, bro.
35-year difference, bro.
You could literally be your pops.
I don't even think it's the difference, because it's like 35-year time difference.
50 flat?
He's 59,
No,
I think. or
no, he's
something.
he's like 57.
59.
He's close. He's up to. He's pushing
up there.
60, bro.
Yeah, he's pushing 60.
Bro, that age difference is like how old my parents are, bro.
No, dead ass.
Like-
you can listen.
Oh, yeah,
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 like,
yeah,
if he's
yeah,
50
You
yeah,
can
yeah.
be her father, bro. Like he's old enough
Yeah,
to be your
bro.
father.
No, I mean, it's just odd. I feel like with the time gap though, it's like if he was 90, she was 60. Like who fucking cares? It's like she's
She just
19,
became
dog.
an
Like,
adult, bro.
He now became legal, bro. This is low.
I was thinking about it. I'm like, even for
She's not even in
myself.
college yet, bro.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
going there, bro.
I was saying like even for myself, it's like, why would you even want? Because I think they were messing when she was like 18. Cause she
That's
like,
exactly.
you know what I mean? But it's like, I'm 21. This man's 50 something years old. I wouldn't even want to mess with you until after your like first semester of college, bro.
Exactly.
Like get the high school shit out of here, bro. Like you know what I
19,
mean?
I think she is entering college.
No, but I'm saying he was messing with her like at
Before
18.
that, yeah, exactly. Literally fresh, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like the high school stink is still on her, bro. Like what is wrong with you, dog? Like
You think he was picking her up after class?
Oh wow. I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not, bro.
Imagine you just chilling in high school, bro.
so how
See one of your
much,
classmates hopping away.
how much
She's
you-
Shannon Sharp in the driver's seat, bro.
bro? How much do you think she's gonna get paid if she wins?
50 million. if she wins.
No, it's always that.
I think they might settle for 25.
I'd say a mil. I think she made a mistake not taking the 10 mil on
Well, I
this.
think if it goes to trial.
These type of cases don't, bro. These type of cases, like, it's not gonna be like fucking crazy.
If he's proven innocent, can he counter sue for defamation?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
but they usually don't because it's so much work, so much more money.
I mean, he
It's
got
like-
the money for it, right?
No, but it's like the return on investment.
Like, I would do it just
ROI,
honestly.
bro.
Oh yeah, me too. But
If I
maybe that's
had
why
the
we're
money.
here. Like you know what I mean? Like
True.
to them, they're just like. I would 100% too. Like if someone ever sues me and like it's like on some fuck shit, like
Yeah, I'm coming back double, bro.
taking back 100 times, bro.
Take your dog as collateral.
Yeah, no, exactly. I need like 50% of your check every week.
Your monthly
Shit.
earnings are mine now.
Yeah.
Your monthly earnings are mine.
Yeah. I mean, if she were to win, I feel like she's gonna get more than 10 million, regardless. If she loses.
If she loses,
Yeah.
If she
I feel
loses.
like they'll settle. And
okay.
he'll pay her more than 10 million just to end the court.
That's what I'm saying though, bro. Imagine messing with a girl now that shit costs you 10 million.
Yeah. I know.
That's insane. Like, what woman is messing with a dude and that shit will cost her like 10 million, bro? Like, that's fucking crazy.
Trolling, bro. We're trolling.
You know what?
I don't know exactly.
Oh yeah. I'm not even trying to be on some fresh and fit shit like some loser shit. I'm just saying like,
I don't
that's
know. I don't
crazy
know,
to
actually.
me.
I've never heard of a story like that.
I know, like that's I don't know, it's crazy. I think we're done with this first topic though. Second topic. What do you guys think?
Last thing before we
Oh,
move
got you,
on.
got you. My bad.
It's like
No, it's Richard.
he also screenshotted like his lawyer's response.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That
bro.
was-
He's just not helping himself. Yeah, yeah.
That looks so.
You saw that,
lazy.
John?
No.
He literally screenshotted
An
a
iMessage.
copy and paste. Like his lawyer sent him a copy and paste PR statement.
Right.
He screenshotted the text message and just posted the screenshot.
As like his message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be a little stupid.
Like the lawyer's message at the end
That's
is signed
right?
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. He definitely.
He just not
looked
helping
lazy, bro. Like, I don't know. And then
Don't go
That's
internet,
fucking
bro.
crazy, bro.
he also called out that lawyer guy saying that like this.
I thought it was a pretty good
does-
move.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he should have won
He
about
said
it.
post the whole clip. He said post the whole section.
I thought that was pretty. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. But I thought like as a whole, he kind of came out pretty brash and should have been more like, calm. I feel like
Yeah.
calm and collected, I guess, because he it felt like he just heard the news and was like, bro, like
Yeah.
get the camera. All right. Yeah. Next topic. What do you guys think about the 100 men versus one gorilla?
Oh,
Bro,
yeah,
I was
just-
ready to.
I think we could take 100. I think 100 dudes could take one gorilla.
Bro, my Twitter feed is weird because when I first
You know,
saw the
should I send
topic,
the group chat, bro?
No, I didn't see it.
Open that shit, bro. Nah, the TikTok group chat. I literally, it's a clip from an Eric Andre show skit, bro.
Mhm.
I'll send it to you, Nick, if you want to even dare to put this shit on the.
Yeah, I got you. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
what was I gonna say?
You can't put that.
Oh, okay. No, my Twitter is weird because like when I first saw that discussion, it was a bunch of like more red pillar-ish men being like, "Oh, of course," and then it was like liberal like type of people being like, "You guys don't understand how powerful a gorilla is." Da da da. And then right now I was checking today, and it like didn't revert back to those like red pill-ish type of dudes. It's now more like dudes who are just like, y'all don't understand, bro. Like we came here from nothing, bro. Like
You're not-
there's a reason we were king of the jungle before all this shit,
We were
bro.
not-
Yeah, but they were also like drastically different builds back then.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm always saying like my thought process is like 100 humans, sure, but let me see like the team. 'Cause if
I
it's like
think-
an average
I think
human.
100.
It said men though. It said
Yeah, 100 average men, like 5'9", 180 pounds.
2025.
170 pound men.
2025 men. Current
Yeah,
generation? I
five.
don't think so.
I think we could do it.
think
No,
we're
I don't
cooked.
think so.
I think we could do it.
It's gonna be like that one fucking.
And you're
scene.
saying all 100 men have to be about their shit?
Yeah.
Because
Like,
if they're
it's like let's put it, let's
'cause
put
if
it
it's
in a
the most-
gladiator thing
Yeah,
where they have to
yeah.
fight to the death.
Because if it's the most realistic scenario, it's like
Yeah.
the first 10, 15
They're
going and
all
dying,
awesome.
and then everyone running.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
But if they're all
either-
about their shit,
well, they either die by gun or they die to the gorilla.
yeah, okay, for sure.
Put it in a situation like that. I think 100 men could do it. 105, 9, 5,
They have prep
10.
time?
Huh?
They have prep time?
No.
No. They're going.
Like,
you
you
don't
jump in
know
straight
they're
into
fighting
the enclosure.
No, okay, they know they're fighting a gorilla.
Then I think.
It's just
then I think
mental.
so. Let's say they don't know what they're about to fight, and then the gorilla pops up. They can't win.
Why?
Because even though there's guns pointing at them, 100 humans cannot collaborate that fast.
I don't even think like. I feel like if you just dogpile on it, bro, like that's too much
Nah.
for it to carry, bro. Nah, bro.
Bro,
100 times
bro,
190 is
the gorilla's
like
gonna be doing
19
But
us.
gorillas have a lot of like strength. Like,
Yeah, but they can only live 4,000. That's 4 times their max.
They're literally just gonna go.
But it's
dudes
not.
down.
It's not like over 4,000 pounds of like fucking metal. It's humans, so it's like they're a lot more manageable, a lot more gentle.
No, I
like you have to
feel
be
like-
gentle with
But
humans.
it's 19,000 pounds on top of it, bro.
That's if every 100 people.
Yeah, if you get an
Dog,
average
no.
weight of like 180.
That's
170.
but all 100 are not. Bro, I'm telling you. First of all, in the first 2 minutes,
At least 20 dudes gone.
I was literally gonna say like 20,
Dude.
15 like dudes. So that's only 80 people left.
Even 80 is still like 18,000,
I want
17,000 pounds.
okay, 50 people,
I still think they could win.
25 people,
No.
35 people.
I think the minimum is probably 45 to 50 people. Because I think,
Hell no.
I think 9 out of 10 times, numbers will always be the one.
Nah, you know how that's not true?
Why?
We saw Infinity War, bro.
What do you mean?
It was Thanos 1v20, bro. 1v everyone. He won.
He lost in the end.
Not in Infinity War.
And the only reason he won is because one person made a mistake.
Who?
Star-Lord punched him when he was tranced.
I mean,
They
I've heard
would've
debates
won.
about it. No, I've heard debates about.
No,
No, that's not true because that had to happen for them to win 5 years later. If you think about it.
Nah, it's just poor writing, man. Not too stretch, but-
Hey, bro, we don't got no manners to put the gorilla in a trance, bro. Just saying.
Bro, I'm telling
And
you.
I don't think so.
Okay, what
I
about
think they're
what
gonna,
if
like, kill
what if you
everyone.
send in like 10 people to take out its eyeballs? Like you could do that.
That's what I'm saying. There
what
has
happens
to be
then?
prep time.
What if it,
If they know what
It
all
needs to be
Honestly, just want you to
strategy,
say
bro.
go for the eyes and then they'll all do it.
you just need strategy, bro.
Bro, how can you even think of saying go to the eyes when there's gun pointing? They're just run, fight. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I'm saying if they, I'm saying in that situation where like they have guns pointed at them, it's either they run away from the gorilla,
Or get
then
shot.
they'll die afterwards, or they fight to the death. I'm not saying they have guards behind them. Like,
Oh, okay. I'm thinking like, you know, like where it's like
yeah.
type shit. Like,
No, I think 100 people could take down one gorilla.
I
Bare
don't
hands.
know. I feel like
Okay,
it's
but to be
such
fair-
a variable thing, though.
To be fair, I heard that their fur is so thick that they can't even like hurt its skin.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
With fists.
Bro.
And I heard that their femur is like twice the size of ours.
Thickness
What's a
wise?
femur?
Their leg bone, the strongest bone in their body.
Bro, imagine getting kicked by a fucking tree, bro.
All I'm gonna say too is it depends on the gorilla, low-key.
Well, the average gorilla is 6'9",
No, I'm saying like
like 400 pounds.
you see the gorillas at the zoo, or sometimes they
She's
just go
rolling
on
out
like
sh- rolling
crack
out
mode,
shaft,
start
bro.
spinning,
Yeah,
like.
that's their ultimates, bro.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Bro, I'm just saying, bro, if I'm not fighting an animal, I'm about to watch Scoop its own shit and eat it, bro.
you've seen a gorilla?
Yeah,
A gorilla?
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally,
hell
he
no.
literally has his
It's like
hand
the
cupped
fucking-
underneath, shits in his hand and just go.
Like the colossal titan, bro, just
I like it. No, was that Claw? No, you're talking about.
or the
beast one,
the
yeah.
beast type, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. People were like, people posted the Irwin clip where it's like, my soldiers will die with me. And it's like, that shit happened in the show. Boom, bro. Like,
Nah,
shit.
the gorilla definitely has like some feats to like where it's like, okay, maybe it's
unironically,
not possible.
the.
Like it can literally rip you in half easily.
That's what I'm saying, though, yeah.
It's easily ripping
But
off an
by the
arm.
time it takes to rip one person in half, bro,
10
that's
It's
like-
not doing that, though. It's just gonna grab one person and go.
I think you're putting way too much strength into the smarts of a gorilla, bro.
Bro,
It's not
you
even
telling me
smart because it's
I don't
like,
think a gorilla is speaking up.
if
a
100
few.
people start chasing this gorilla,
It's gonna
It's
just
just-
start.
yeah, it's gonna
just
spaz
start
out.
flailing out.
Okay, what if it's in a circle?
it's gonna. Oh.
You think a gorilla's gonna take someone and fucking whip him around
No,
like a
yeah.
bull?
No,
No,
the second,
no.
the second
In
multiple
a circle
people
is
try
pretty good.
getting
I
off,
wasn't
bro.
considering in a circle, but I feel like 100 people are so disorganized. Like I don't, unless you have prep time, like they're not coming up with a good.
I think naturally people would circle an enemy. I think that's a natural thing.
Mm,
Cause look in the wild, like
yeah, but we're talking
Fucking-
about 2025, like the average dude. Like,
what
I
is it?
just
Is it
don't-
like a prime time year? Like what 2019 people, bro? Like what do you mean? When they're stuck
I'd
inside,
probably
they're
say
all
79.
carnage?
I'd probably say 79. That's prime.
Okay. 1979.
Yeah,
What was going on then?
that's before crack hit. That's before crack hit the streets, bro.
Are you serious, bro? 2003 was when I was born, bro. So we might as well just, that might be the realest time.
That low-key is the realest time, though. Like, of the current generation.
Okay, about 2016 then, bro. Like,
Hell no. 2016, men were waiting in line for Pablo hoodies, bro. Fake ones. So.
nah, bro. I'm telling you. I think
2015 men, though?
100 I think 100 dudes could do it.
Depends on what type of guy. Because there was like two
100 average men, 5'9", 5'10", 160, 170 pounds.
Honestly, if you make them 180, it's more believable. 160, 170, no shot.
How does 10 pounds make a difference?
180 is like a fucking, like, that's a good fighter. But 160 for a gorilla?
The average gorilla is 6'8", 6'9".
You think
400 pounds.
Frieza could beat 100 regular Saiyans?
Yeah, he did it.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Okay, but that's a animated TV show.
No, but I'm saying, like, that type of scaling. I think that's what
That's
it is
just
for a
not
gorilla.
even close to the same.
No?
King Vegeta blew up like 7 planets with one move.
Yeah, but King Vegeta also got one tapped by Frieza, bro.
Exactly.
But you're saying with a group, they could overwhelm someone. But it's like, if the foe is that fucking powerful,
I mean, low-key-
a gorilla's fucking powerful.
Yeah, but a gorilla is not Frieza level to humans, bro.
No, you're not about to hit you with the death.
What's a DBZ character that's equal? Okay,
Yeah,
King Piccolo from like the original
Mhm.
DB beat
Can he blow up a planet?
Can he beat 100 TMs?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think
No,
so.
no, it's not even close.
Yeah.
I think it maybe
He
10
would-
TNs, bro.
10 TMs?
Yeah.
I probably say 25.
No.
Like DB,
Can
DB.
Yeah, can
DBT?
can DB King Piccolo blow up a planet?
I don't think so.
I think he blew up the moon. Well, Piccolo can blow up the moon.
That's true.
So I would say that scales to King Piccolo.
Can Tien blow up the moon?
Yeah. Well, it depends on. I'm saying Dragon
Who's
Ball
on it,
Tien?
though?
Yeah.
No. Dragon Ball Tien? Probably not, no.
You just gotta do this, bro.
I feel like that scale is way too hard, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you're talking about people that can blow up planets, bro.
Okay, what about, okay, what about, nah. I was gonna say Naruto, but honestly, the top ninjas in Naruto, like, they literally,
Thanos,
like,
bro.
they low-key grape the other ninjas, bro. Like, it's insane,
They
bro.
have their way.
Because I was literally gonna say, what about, like,
End of
Minato
Shedeur.
versus 100 average shinobi's? It's like, yeah, he's
Minato
wiping the...
literally
Yeah, but
wiping
he
He's
his
wiping
has
the
special
fucking-
powers to like.
No, that's what I'm
counteract
saying, yeah. I was
numbers.
like, he's wiping the fucking floor with them.
Like, even look at the Great Ninja War with Madara. Like,
That's exactly what I thought, too. That's why I was
but,
like, the
they're
top
not even
ninjas
on the
wipe the
same
floor.
realm of power.
Yeah, no.
It's just actually just unearthly powers versus the average man, bro.
But I'm telling you, bro, one gorilla cannot beat 100 average men.
I mean, there's only one way to find out, bro.
Mr. Beast, bro.
Mr. Beast, you gotta watch
I
it.
trapped 100 average men.
Okay,
I
but
can't-
okay, how do we Mr. Beast this video though? Okay,
You
so,
just
like,
have to guarantee their life insurance policy in case they do die.
well, no, look,
Why
okay,
they
so it's
die.
not an actual gorilla. It's a man.
No, but it has to be an actual gorilla, though.
No, alright, but like if you're gonna make a YouTube, right? I'm thinking the gorilla's a dude, and you give him the strength of a gorilla somehow.
So we just roid him up, bro.
No, like some
I think if
prosthetics, like
I
something.
think if you gave a human the power of a gorilla, he's punching through people, bro. By accident. Like he's
No,
just
if
gonna go whoosh.
No, like you give him some type of
It's gonna
prosthetics.
be Homelander.
You make him a little
It's
bit
gonna be
taller.
Homelander, bro.
You know what I mean? You make him maybe like 20% slower, and then he fights like 100 dudes.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of accidents.
A lot of people will
But
die.
also in that mental, he's fighting not to kill. Like
No, that's what I'm saying. It has to be a Mr. Beast YouTube video.
like
Like so, no one can die.
yeah, I know, but I'm
You know
saying
what I mean?
like, it's not an accurate representation because you're holding back.
The gorilla
Both
don't care,
sides-
bro. The
Both
gorilla,
sides will hold back.
the gorilla will bite your head off, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, if he's more ferocious, then that would mean he's probably gonna.
Yeah, I mean he's gonna literally
You think
make
there's-
you look like SpongeBob, bro.
Do you think
Like,
there's any
fucking full of
animal,
holes, bro.
any animal, land animal, that could beat 100 humans? Like with legs, they have legs, they can't fly.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Maybe a tiger.
Maybe an elephant.
I honestly, an elephant, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say an elephant.
Well, I think it's because the elephant's just so big.
Yeah.
What about the Kodiak bear? I'm sure.
Wait.
A bear could look like.
Like an Arctic
polar
bear?
bear?
Like an
A polar
Arctic
bear's killing
bear?
100 dudes,
Nah.
bro. What?
No,
An Arctic
it's the
bear?
same thing as a gorilla.
No.
I think a gorilla's stronger than a
I'm
polar
pretty
bear.
sure a polar bear is bigger than a gorilla, bro.
But polar bears, I feel like, are more vicious.
Bro, a polar bear's head is literally like almost the size of my torso, I'm pretty sure.
Bro, polar bears are like 7 foot tall, bro.
I think they're like 10.
Yeah, exactly.
10
no,
feet
I
tall,
don't
bro.
think.
And that thing's just going to kill. Like, it's just going to go and
I
bite
think
your
it's
head
the
off
same
every
thing,
time.
bro. I think it's just gonna get overwhelmed by
think
how
so?
many people are on it. I think maybe
I don't
low-key
know,
we
bro.
can take on an elephant, bro. low-key.
Nah.
I don't
Barehanded.
Yeah.
Is
Now
the
you're
elephant
sure.
actually gonna kill people? It gets
This
so
guy,
mad.
you got that KSI mentality.
Okay,
bro.
how about-
Step to the right, one punch to the horse's head and it's dead, bro. Like, what?
No, just think about it, right?
Bro, we are we were 100 people. I don't think could even move it, bro.
How about 100 people versus 5 kangaroos?
5 jack.
Well,
5?
Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's
yeah,
like
no, that one's- that
5
one I could-
joeys, bro.
5. Yeah. No, I
5 of
believe
them?
that.
Okay.
It takes like
Like,
probably
they're
5
small,
dudes
but
to
it's
take
like-
one down, bro.
Yeah, it's just so many people, bro.
Okay.
But actually, do you
Like,
just
you
watch
guys are
this?
severely underestimating the power of.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true,
you-
that's true. Okay,
you
what
should
about-
sit down, bro.
What about
I think 2 people could even
I'm
take
trying
down
to-
a kangaroo.
I
bro.
had one in my head.
Yeah.
I can see two
I can
people.
see 2 people taking.
One person taking the front end of the ass whipping while the other person gets to work in, bro.
That's
Bro, all you gotta do is headlock this shit, bro.
You just better pray the dude who's coming into the front doesn't get his kicked in the fucking stomach, bro. He's dead.
Bro,
trying to think
because
what's
like this is
another-
what I was thinking, right?
Yeah.
When I was in New York, there's a building made entirely out of brick that's like hundreds of stories tall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, "Do you think in one lifetime I could build this building day in, day and night?" And it would take him like 37 years to do it.
Yeah.
But it's just so astronomically tall that it looks impossible. But like, if he were to do it every day for like 24 hours or like 12 hours even, it would take him like 45 years, 35 years. So it's like, we severely underestimate the capabilities of humans. I think 100 people could take down one gorilla easily.
A gorilla.
I think-
mean, okay, so
There's gonna be casualties, obviously. I would say maybe like
all
20
100
people
cannons
max.
simultaneously touch the
max, bro. That's minimum. I'm telling you, that's
No,
minimum.
I'm telling you, 70 to 80 people will live against a gorilla.
I genuinely think it's 50.
No.
Like 50 people will die. I think a gorilla, they probably could beat the gorilla after a lot of death.
I just don't see how it's possible.
You gotta account for stamina. You gotta account for weight.
No,
That's
but
why I'm
I'm
saying
also thinking,
stamina,
like,
like,
it's
which
100
stamina
people.
is-
Not everybody's gonna be able to touch the gorilla at the same time, bro.
Yeah.
No.
The crowd is gonna be so big. There's gonna be like 30 people at least. I'm not even gonna be able to
Yeah,
touch
and
the
what is it
gorilla.
gonna do against 30 people on top of it? And then another wave of 30, and then another wave of 30.
So it's just a stamina game at this point, bro.
No, bro, I don't even. Bro,
Which
I
gets
think-
first? Which one? I'll last.
Think of it like this, right? If you take out its eyes, it's over. It's gonna be under 10 minutes.
Do you know how hard it is to take out a human's eyes, let alone a fucking gorilla?
It's not that hard.
If you actively are trying, if you're the same class as someone, it's hella hard to take out their eyes.
Yeah, I understand that, but there's 100 of us trying to take out your eyeballs.
No, I just meant it's hard to take out someone's
one-on-one,
eyes
yeah.
on just like in general, yeah.
I mean, if you're trained to do it,
Even if you're trained.
I also genuinely think
Because you have to use your thumbs.
Yeah.
You're taking your thumbs, you want like this.
yeah.
My nigga, you're not, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, I'm saying, like, if you are trained in combat to do it against, like, a Joe Schmo, then...
I mean, if you're fucking trained to do anything, you could literally like
Yeah.
assault people if you wanted to,
Yes.
bro. You know what I mean? Like, you could literally rob.
You can fold
people.
John into a pretzel and leave him outside.
You see how he just said your name?
You can't move me,
I didn't say I could. I'm not trained to do that.
He can't.
I'm not trained.
You gonna whoop me?
bro.
100 Jerry's versus 1 John.
I think I might die.
Yeah.
That
You
one's
said
pretty.
might die. That's
That's hate.
yeah.
What 100 Jerry's versus 100 John? That's something I'd pay to see.
I think John.
I got John. I got
That's hate.
Jerry.
I'm not even saying
That's
one on one. That's
hate.
how it would be. No, I'm not even saying one on one. But if it's 100 of you, like, I feel like if Jerry was to win against you on a one-on-one, it would take him time. If
I'm
you
already-
were, if you, huh?
I'm already winning.
I'm saying 100 Johns. That's a lot. That's like imagine you take one of them
That's
down,
a lot of shit.
and then you look up and there's two
Oh,
of
that's
them, bro.
in
It's like,
Canada.
fuck.
I mean, moral of the story is 100 dudes taking down a gorilla.
I don't think so.
You're just stupid, bro.
Who's
I'm
gonna
just
say the
quitting.
R word, bro? Cancel him, guys. Cancel him.
You're just stupid, bro.
You're canceled.
Bro, that banana pudding is reacting in my stomach.
Bro, gotta hit
Oh,
that
we didn't
bathroom.
even talk about where we ate. Oh,
I want
where
to talk
you guys
about it,
ate.
bro.
You said you don't want to talk about it?
Should have smashed, bro.
This man was like, I can't wait to shit on this place when we
I'm so
record.
pissed I didn't want to mention the name for the publicity, bro.
100 dudes is taking down a gorilla, bro.
I think 100 dudes are gonna blow up that
Alright,
establishment.
but what'd you eat, bro? Like not the
Fucking
place. What'd you eat?
Mid, bro. Fucking.
They had barbecue.
I got jerk chicken, barbecue pulled pork, mac and cheese, and baked beans.
You went to a barbecue spot and got jerk chicken.
I was literally gonna say you. Yeah, I was
didn't
like,
fuck with
what?
it. I think I should have got the brisket instead of the jerk chicken, but the jerk chicken was okay.
Yeah, I got brisket, mac and cheese, and intentionally ordered coleslaw. If you don't fuck with coleslaw, then it is what it is, bro.
I don't
What does
fuck
that
with
mean?
coleslaw.
Like, you don't? Would you even fuck with Shorty? If she was like, I don't like coleslaw.
I mean,
Or for him.
you have your opinions, right? But like I think coleslaw is pretty good. Personally.
So you would fuck with Shorty?
If she didn't like it,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not gonna turn me away if you don't like coleslaw.
Oh, okay.
But if you diss me,
So for
for
all the
coleslaw-
picky eaters, like they're still available
I don't think
on
you
your,
could ever
on
diss
your
somebody
plate.
for
See
that.
what
if
I
you
mean?
like plantains though, you're weird. Respectfully,
Plantains or plantains?
same dig.
No, one is flat and salty, the other is sweet and mushy.
Sweet and mushy.
Yeah, those shits suck
Yeah,
ass, bro. I
plantains
don't
sounds
like
good.
plantains.
If you like plantains, okay, yeah. Alright. If you like plantains, you're weird, bro. Yeah.
Now you gotta be hella Hispanic to like them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like everyone in my family likes them. I'm just like, take it. I don't fucking care.
I don't fuck with that or tomato. If you like tomato,
Yeah, that's me.
you're oddball, bro. John likes tomatoes, don't you?
Yeah.
You eat
Did your
tomatoes
parents
raw.
make you eat it?
No.
Your parents?
I used to not like them when I was growing up. Like, I used to take them on my burgers and shit, and I just
yeah.
stopped giving a fuck because I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
That's like
saying we didn't grow up.
Saying you
if we
grow
didn't
up.
say anything, that would have been like, he just would have been like, here's that straight. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you fucking.
Tell me I'm weird
Did
for
you?
liking
Can you
meat.
eat tomatoes raw? Like by itself.
Like a sliced tomato.
Yeah.
That doesn't have a way. It doesn't taste like anything, bro.
It
I don't know.
actually does
Yeah, I
taste like
don't
something
like the taste of
actually.
tomato.
In fact, it tastes like something so much that it taints whatever you eat when you take it off.
A tomato has never been so strong of a flavor it ruins a burger for me.
Bro, if you
I need some bland ass meat.
if
bro.
you
I'm just
eat
boiling
if
that
you
shit,
eat
man.
bun, patty with cheese, and only a tomato, and you take off the tomato, you're gonna still taste that tomato.
Sometimes they give you. It's not even like a burger. It's a.
Tomato
it's just
sandwich.
a tomato sandwich. Yeah, you know what I mean. Sometimes it's just a thick ass slice too.
Yeah, bro.
I like tomato, bro.
You fuck with pickles?
Yep.
I do fuck with pickles. Out the jar too.
Yep. I be eating the shit like it's a fucking.
Yeah, I forgot we had like this conversation.
Yeah, out the
Did you
jar.
have like
Like it's a-
expired pickles or something?
No, I asked can pickles expire?
Oh yeah.
Which because it's like
I think it just.
the whole thing is
sits
that
in
they
the
are
brine,
expired.
though, yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I think it just
Isn't
gets
that kind of
stronger
like-
taste, bigger kick.
Isn't that kind of like blue cheese though?
yeah, blue cheese is expired cheese.
So what? You can just have it for 100 years.
Yeah, I think so. I think you just have to preserve it properly. Like if you keep it
Yeah.
maintained.
Or just cut the green. So blue cheese. Yeah, it's
I
fire.
was gonna say blue cheese. I think you can last forever if it's like preserved properly.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if like maybe if you keep like taking care of it, it can be like very very old. But I don't know if there's
Yeah, I
a limit
don't
to
know.
the cheese, but like 100th century eggs and stuff like that.
Well, it's not a real like. You're not actually like preserving that shit for too long though.
What, blue cheese or the egg?
No, the egg.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's based off of Chinese like.
It's like a myth, I think. They weren't.
Really?
There's no egg that was preserved for
Century
100
egg,
years.
bro.
Yeah, no.
I thought.
No, you're just soaking it in like fucking soy sauce or something. Yeah, I'm dead serious.
I think the century egg is preserved.
No,
It used to be preserved for a long time.
Yeah, but not like some crazy ass shit. Like they make century eggs now. But,
Yeah, but I think the ones that are made now are fake. But
Mm. I mean, the real one is like kimchi. Like
it
kimchi.
says the name refers to the process of preserving it, which takes weeks or months, but not years.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Not like too long, like less than a year.
It says typically 7 weeks to 5 months of preservation. Okay, a 5-month egg is still insane.
No, yeah.
And then there's also like the
I was gonna say kimchi. Kimchi they would store in the ground,
for
And-
how long?
like the winter.
For months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe blue cheese can't last forever.
I don't think anything except for like a Twinkie could last forever,
How
right?
long can you have blue cheese? Does blue cheese go bad? Yes. Alright. It says blue cheese can expire if not stored properly or if exposed to contamination from other types of mold or bacteria.
So I think it is what you're saying. If you preserve it right, but eventually you just run out of it anyways.
It says that blue cheese can last for 3 to 4 weeks in the refrigerator.
That's just cheese. That's just
When we
cheese.
came back from Arizona,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we left cheese in the fridge, and we came back and it was legit crippin', bro. Like how much? It was so blue. It was disgusting, actually.
Would you ever fuck with like dried aged shit?
If you, or like when you dry age, like what?
Like a steak. And they're like
I always wanted to try that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I think it's fire.
Would I
I've had it
eat,
before.
No, I just think the
I'm
concept
down
is
to try
fire.
it, bro.
would I
Like,
eat a century egg? Probably not.
Probably.
Probably
It's just
not.
an egg.
I'm good, man.
It's just an egg and soy sauce.
Mm,
Or like whatever sauce it is. But
I don't know how I feel eating a 5-month-old egg. Cause it's not even an egg at that point, bro.
I mean,
It's
oh,
a fossil.
It's like
bro.
jelly, bro.
It's a
Like-
fossil.
Yeah.
But I mean, would I try it? For a long time, maybe. But like, would I try goulash? If I didn't know what it was, I'd probably
No.
eat it. But like, if I had to look at the bird inside of it, no, I'm not doing it, bro.
You're saying bula, but isn't it or baloo? That's what you're talking
Yeah,
about, right?
baloo,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I would never eat baloo in my life. That's fucking nuts. Like that's
It
actually
was-
nuts.
Yeah.
I probably would eat like I probably wouldn't eat a live octopus, but I'd rather eat like a live octopus than baloo.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, actually, yeah. I can't look at that thing. Like, if it was on my plate and like I didn't know what it was,
I'm punching the waiter. Cause why is I know what I ordered, so I wouldn't order Baloo. So
No,
why?
I'm saying like if you went to the Philippines and like they put it on your plate, and it's like.
Wow, we fighting. I'm gonna look at my train.
I heard there's like I heard good Baloo doesn't have the chicken.
Nah, Baloo is the chicken, bro.
No, I thought it was just the egg that it was like. It's like.
No, but it has to be like
I don't think
embryo.
Chicken
It's the embryo.
Really?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked.
Bro, that's what I'm not trying to shit on their culture. Like they eat it, you know what I mean?
Developing fertilized duck egg.
That's what I'm saying. It's
But I don't know
developed.
if it always has the chicken.
It's developed, son. When you, I just don't think it's gonna be like.
The first video that pops up is Cardi B's unfiltered reaction.
I don't know. I just wouldn't try that. I mean,
To what though?
Baloo.
Oh.
like I'll eat, bro. It's just a presentation thing.
It's also cooked.
It's a presentation thing for me though.
Yeah, I just don't feel like.
Because I'll eat chicken. It's literally or it's duck. I'll eat Peking duck. But like, I'll probably would eat a snail if it like was presented to me good. But if I saw
mussels or clam?
I eat mussels.
I mean, that's a pretty bad presentation. Like, it's literally like a goopy stomach or organ, whatever it is.
Yeah, but I think I was doing it since I was a kid. So
I mean, but they've been doing it since then.
No, I said no hate to their
Yeah.
culture. I'm saying for me though, like it's just I can't imagine myself.
But I
doing
feel
it.
like if you were eating them from young, like you can chill.
Yeah, but once I get connection to the internet and I find out how other people see it, I'd be like I would have to sit my parents down and be like, this is abuse.
No, it's definitely very interesting. I heard it tastes good though.
God, that's not for me. Nah, I mean, I couldn't even.
So if I slid you 100 to try it,
Yeah, I'm good. Because
you
I
would
feel
pass
like
100?
I would probably do it for a certain amount of money, but
Oh
not
yeah, I'm
100,
saying
not 100.
everyone's got a number.
Yeah.
I'm saying flat 100.
No, 250
Yeah.
probably. Not 100 though. Like I don't know. It's just like
I'm doing it for
100.
100.
Like I feel like I'd throw up. So it's not worth $100 for me to throw up.
I think I would do it for 100. What about you, Jim?
Would you throw up for $100?
Yeah. I'll throw it right now.
What about you, John? Yeah, you do it for 100?
John, do it for free.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, like 50, 25. Is it 100? Is it more than 100?
I think 100 is valid.
Yeah.
75.
I'll do it for a flat triple digit.
At least
Flat
100.
Like 99?
Yeah, if they said 99, and they also had a shit ton of like pennies and quarters.
Nah, I'm only doing it in bills.
I ain't taking that shit to the
That's
bank.
legal tender, brother.
I don't care what it is, bro. That's more. It costs me more time to go change that shit into dollars, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, you just gotta. When you're at that vending machine, bro, and you're real thirsty, you're like, thank God I had these quarters on me.
All right, one gorilla. How much money would it take for you to be one of the 100 to fight the gorilla, bro?
At least 25K.
No,
Your life is
legit.
only worth 25.
No, dead ass. It
That's my
started.
casket right there.
No,
bro.
yeah, it started at 10K. Well, if I die, I don't give a fuck. But like, it started at 10K for me. But then I was like, that's not like money. And then like by the time you said 25K, it literally was like I was like 25K. I think
All right, now let me
25K
put a
is free,
stipulation
so-
on it. 20. You have whatever amount that you want, like 25,000, 30,000.
okay.
But you have to land a solid hit on it.
I should have
Give me-
Superman punch, bro.
Give me like 45 after taxes.
To get
After
close to
taxes,
it?
yeah, after taxes for sure. For sure.
Why not just go for the 50 at that point?
I'd do for 50 before taxes.
No, I'm saying why not just ask for 50?
Like minimum amount.
Okay.
Like me personally, just minimum amount.
45,000.
It's just landing a hit. It's just landing a
one
hit. Yeah.
punch, bro. And then
Just one
after
mac,
that,
just mac
you're
him once and I
guaranteed
could leave.
I
one-
deadass would do it too. Like you could, like I deadass would do it.
Yeah.
I could genuinely see myself for $45,000 being put there like a Fortnite map, and like out of the 100 people waiting for like 30 niggas to be on top of him just to like.
I'm just gonna.
Yo, hold it back! Hold it back! That's my
Bro, I'm
money.
telling you,
That's my money.
If you got 100 people and you gave them that same scenario, bro, that gorilla
Everybody's
is
trying to get their piece.
Yeah, for sure, for
Like,
sure.
everyone's trying to get.
If there's money involved, no, for sure, for 100%.
You need one dickhead who's gonna take the first Go in first, bro. Try and get a little cheap shot of the
Bro, I'm
nuts,
throwing
bro.
someone at the gorilla.
You just gotta be in the same room as Myron Gaines, bro.
Literally.
Like, yo, you got that, bro? You got that, big bro? That's all you.
You just gotta be next to one person, bro, and just I'm pushing him into the gorilla, and then when he like, just run him out, bro.
Okay, I got an interesting question then. So like, Squid Game season 2, right?
Uh-huh.
After every game, they got to vote yes or no if they wanted to continue. Would you guys have all voted no?
Wait, do they die if they don't know?
No, none of them. Oh, you didn't watch it?
No.
So like, they do the games. You could die in the games.
Yeah.
After you're done with that game, let's say there's 100 people left. It goes down to a vote. If 50 people vote yes, continue the game, or more, then we continue the games. And then if you die in the games, then you die. But if 50 or 51 or more vote no, then they get to go home. And
All of
like,
them, or just
and they get a
the-
total. There's a total amount of money already in the pot because people have already died. Like, let's say they started with 300, now 100 left. There's already a bunch of money from the dead people already, so it just gets split between the 100 instead of like the one person winning at the one.
Yeah.
How much money is in the pot?
Do you remember? It was
Well, this is after game 1.
Oh, we have to look this shit up honestly.
What was the first game?
Let's just say the first game is red light, green light. I
Oh,
feel
it
like
was
I'm
like-
passing. by
okay,
the
so
way.
I think
I'm
it was like-
passing red light, green
I
light.
think it was like
Oh, for
five.
sure, bro.
I think it was like 500 billion yen, whatever their currency.
I'm trying to
is.
think in
It was
United
either 500
States.
because it was like
It was like 400K, I think.
what if it was in
400K split among 100 people, you said?
Yeah.
So how much am I getting home from that? 4,000.
4K after doing 2 games. They almost risked your life for it. You almost died
for 4Gs, bro?
for 4K.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna go home for 4K?
Shit, bro.
Well, you have to do like 4 other games that you could die into. If you're gonna go to the end, you gotta look up the prices though. The thing with
so-
Squid Games is the reason why they voted yes is because a lot of them are in debt.
Yeah.
So even if they got that money, they'd still be in debt. So they're
I
like,
thought
fuck
I
it.
thought the prize pool was like everybody's debts combined.
No, the prize pool is death. Like if a contestant.
No. I mean like the max prize pool,
Nah, dude. There was a dude in there that had like
200 billion.
10 billion. Yeah, he had like 10 billion in debt in like whatever.
Bro, how do you even get to that point, bro?
Well, it was a Korean currency, so in real life it was like a couple mil. And he was like a businessman, so it's
Yeah.
like.
Wait, so what was the the games of season 2?
Yeah.
I remember most of it. So you do the red light, green light first.
I'm passing that easily.
Yeah.
That
The
was-
second one
If
is
you die at red light, green light, bro, you're actually an NPC. Bro.
The second one was the
the relay race.
yeah.
So basically, you have to be put with 3 other people in like a 3-legged race with all 4 of you, and
Different
there's
obstacles.
4 different obstacles that one of you has to complete. So like person 1 completes obstacle 1, and then 2, 3, 4, right?
Mm.
You can't move on until the person completes obstacle 1.
And you have like 3 minutes.
3 minutes, and if y'all don't make it to the finish line, all
You're
4
dead.
of you die.
And like so and the mini games were one of them was to throw fucking like a stone at a piece of wood and knock it over. The second one was
Like carnival games?
kind of yeah.
Well,
from a
in
certain
Squid
distance.
Games, all the games they play are like children's games.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The second one was they had to like it was like these little pieces that you have to like throw in a specific sequence and catch it in one hand.
Dude,
It was way
that one
too
was
fuck for
fuck. Okay, it's like 8 dice, and dice 1 says dice like 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to like throw 1, catch it, then you have to throw 1, pick up 2, catch 1. Then you gotta throw 1, 2, pick up 3, and do that till you get to 8. But it's even more complex than what I'm saying. Like it's then you gotta go like this, and like bro, it's like the
That-
most
that
complex
doesn't sound-
Korean
Then
game I've ever
the
heard.
next
Like I was
game-
like, holy shit.
The next game was it the
The Doors?
kicking one or was it the no I'm talking about still the relay race, bro. Because there was one where they had to like take a rope, tie it around a top spinner,
And like
And, like,
blade spin it, like a
Beyblade
makeshift
spin that shit by
Beyblade.
just whipping off the rope, and then I had
Yeah.
to sit spinning for a bit before you could pass on, and then the last one was
That
like
doesn't
this
seem that hard.
ball.
No, but before you continue, dead ass, there'd be people there where they could tell, like, let's say player 2 was failing, bro, player 3 would start pissing. Like, literally, there was a character who started pissing his pants, bro. And fucking tearing.
No, it was the second guy, bro. It was because they
Yeah.
kept fucking up on
Dude,
the rock.
like, what, the
bro.
first group that went,
It was the
the
second group.
first guy,
It was the second
it was the second group?
First group everybody made it for the first for the.
No, because they did it at the same time, though.
No, but I'm pretty sure the first round made it.
Oh, okay. No, the first round, both of them died. Both groups died.
Really?
Because one group, it was like the first mission. Bro couldn't make it. Like I'm saying, it took him 2 minutes.
Couldn't throw
They
a fucking
had
rock.
3 minutes to complete all 4.
Spent
And
like,
they're literally like look at him like, why are you fucking with us? Why are you fucking with us?
yeah, they took like 2 minutes to do the first
Bro,
one.
like and then the other group completed all 4. But like I said, you had to like go to the finish line. They're like about to touch the rope,
And then it
and
died.
they're like, all right, nah, you ain't make it.
That's crazy.
Like they actually needed like 3
Okay,
or 5 more seconds.
okay, so like if the games are like out of my control, then
It's 100% out of your control. Yeah.
no, but like I could win green light.
Yeah, some of them are solo. Some of them are.
Yeah, but I'm
groups
saying
of
like if I have to
4.
rely on other people, I'm bound.
With season 4, it was heavy. Or season 2.
What was after that one?
It was heavy on group things. Wasn't it the merry-go-round?
I don't know. I thought. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, it was.
This one's nuts.
I know, Mary.
Yeah, you're in the merry-go-round, and then it's like 2 people to a room. And let's say
The
there's.
point is that you get dizzy, right?
No.
Well, you're supposed to get like you
Disoriented.
go around, you get disoriented, so that when it stops, you just gotta like run to a room basically. That one was nuts.
Yeah, because you can only have a certain amount of people, or else
And if it was
everybody-
extra,
Yeah, it'd be
yeah,
like
yeah.
2 people allowed, and let's say 3 people walk in. But one of the characters, like there was 2 people in a room, and then another guy walks in, and the 2 people were like the main characters.
Oh yeah, he
One
snapped
of them
his
straight
neck,
up
bro.
snapped the other dude's neck. He because it was like 2 people to a room alive. So he was like, "You're not gonna leave."
Not enough time. Bro.
He's like, "There wasn't enough time." He's like, "You're not gonna leave." He's like, "Nah,
Yeah.
bro, because."
You live in this mortal plane then.
He's like, if I leave, I will die out there. But if I stay, all 3 of us will die. So like, fuck you guys. So he's like, okay, and he literally snapped his neck.
Nice.
And I was,
That's what's up.
bro, I remember like even though people are dying and shit, when I saw that, I literally was like, holy shit, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
Ruthless,
really
bro.
good.
Ruthless.
I could probably do that one.
Really?
Yeah, I could beat that one.
What if it was like a group?
And the
of,
motherfuckers trying to grab you too.
that's the thing. It'd be like a group of 3, and you're with someone. Let's say you made friends, right? There'd be 2 people who just grab you, bro.
Yeah,
Put
that's
you
what
in their-
happened
their
in
room.
the show. There's this mom and son that are like in the games together, and when in the merry-go-round, the mom gets a bat. No, like the son gets grabbed by like some dudes, and the mom's just by herself, bro. And she gets rescued like at the very end of it, bro.
But the son thought his mom
Died.
straight up died.
Like bro
Yeah, I mean,
broke
I
down.
can-
in
shit
the
I
was
think I
story.
could do that. I think I could do that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright.
And then after that was the lights out game.
That
Right?
one where they get shanked.
What are you talking about?
Like at the when they're in the bunks. Oh no, that's
Well, I
not
don't
a
consider
game.
that a game.
It's not a game,
Yeah.
but
it's just
like,
more of them being like, we want to have some fun.
I'm thinking of crap games, bro. That's why.
Okay. Well, because then after that, they have a rebellion. So that's how the season ends.
Yeah, they didn't
Okay.
even do the final.
But if we
game.
go to season 1, you think you're surviving the glass?
No, that's the
Fuck
only one
no,
you have
bro.
a 0% chance of.
Fuck
That's
no.
the only one you have no chance.
My thing
of
is, if
winning.
I was the person who had to jump, I low-key would be like, nah, like, push me off and kill me, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
for
even,
sure,
yeah, like,
bro.
I'm not jumping, bro.
I'd be like, I'm not jumping, we're all gonna die, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, bro, I'm sorry, like,
No,
nah.
There's no way to win that.
No.
There's no way to win that game. It's actually
the
impossible.
only motherfucker could have won the game they cheated against, bro.
Dude.
A glass maker, bro, who was literally able
Yeah.
to tell if the glass was good or not.
Like,
to
in
jump
the
on.
plot, they're like, this is how we're gonna win. And just introduce a guy who, like, knows
Wait,
glass.
how did they cheat it?
They turned the lights off.
Yeah, so lights are on, so you can look at the glass and be like, oh, this is thin glass, this is thick glass. And then they just turn off the lights.
That's bullshit.
Yeah. What are the other games from season 1? Oh, you think you'd be able to do
the sugar
like,
thing?
the sugar thing?
I'm licking it, bro.
Yeah, but if you okay, let's say you get like
Knowing me, I'm getting the umbrella.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
You
say you
get
get
the
like
star,
umbrella.
bro?
Star is easy. You can
The
triangle and
umbrella?
star are the easiest.
Nah, but in season 2 they did the same thing. They had
I thought it was a triangle and a
Hey,
circle that would be easy.
He
I
got
feel like
the
the circle would be
fucked up
harder.
one, bro. Do you remember?
Oh.
In season
The
2?
Mona Lisa, bro.
Yeah, he had like a mosaic ass
Oh, I
piece
saw
Triangle, bro. Like,
Nah, that shit was ridiculous.
Yeah, I think the circle is harder than the triangle
Yeah.
because it has no sides.
Straight
Yeah.
edges.
I mean, like,
and then they also had the.
Knowing me, I'm gonna get the umbrella, but like I still think I can do it.
Okay.
Then they also had the tugboat.
Tugboat, yeah, exactly. You got
It's a 50-50.
Yeah, if you get shit, fucking like if you get a bunch of knees on your team, bro, you fucking lost.
What about the one where you fight the other person with the marbles? You know,
Oh, that you get to
The
choose
final
what game you
game.
do.
The final game?
No, the final game is just you and
It's just Squid Game.
Knife
yeah,
game, bro.
it's just a knife
Fucking
game.
straight up
You
fucking
think-
Shack Fest.
You think the Squid Game cast could be one gorilla and tugboat?
Fuck, bro. Not even close, bro.
Bro, it was like 10 of them, wasn't it? On one side?
Bro, not even 10 hours.
Squid Games cast like season 1, bro. Do you not remember
They're
number
skinning
100,
old,
bro?
He's an old guy.
Yes, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's the type of people on their team.
I think he could do
Decrepit
Bro, we're
ass
talking
chicks,
about
bro.
20 women. I'm not trying to shit on women or not. I'm just saying
One
like.
full-grown male silverback gorilla, bro.
Yeah, like you get what I'm saying, like.
That motherfucker one-handed.
Like, bro, especially like let's say season 2, one of the contestants straight up pregnant. Like,
Some feeble ass girl is
That's what I'm
pregnant on
saying,
the
bro.
show,
Like, no,
bro.
like,
what
I don't
are
think
you doing, bro?
the people in Squid Games also are very like, for the most part, like they're malnourished, bro, because they're poor. So it's like, because you're talking about 100 men who are 170 pounds. We're talking like genderless people who are on average like 120 pounds probably. Like it's over.
Yeah, probably not.
But I fucking love in season 2. He got a tooth removed and then a fake tooth with a GPS tracker. But there's a spy on his team. So they tell the Squid Games people, he goes on the island, they make him go to sleep. And when he starts the game, he's like, he takes out the fake tooth. And he sees that they
GPS
took out the
on.
GPS and deadass in the captions, he just says something that's like,
Fuck.
I'm so fucked.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny to me, bro. He just literally looks at the camera and just goes, I'm so fucked. Like, but little final story of the day. You guys want to carry it? Because I'm not too much in the NFL space.
So the NFL draft happened a couple days ago and lasted a couple days. I think it was 4 days total.
Is that usually like a long?
Yeah, it's usually
4 days.
I think is the draft usually a week? I don't know. It was
How many players are being drafted?
Like 180 or 200 players.
200 players? 4 days? Oh, it's like 50 players a day.
It's a lot of picks because Mr. Shedeur Sanders, you guys didn't know, was a projected round 1 pick, and he didn't get picked until I believe day 5, and he was the 144th pick.
Mm-hmm.
And why? Like, if he's a projected guy because of his talent.
Nobody knows. He wasn't okay. There's a lot of controversy around the NFL because previously a number 1 draft pick was Baker Mayfield, who also got picked up by, I forgot what team, but he was also a very arrogant and cocky individual in college. In fact, he got fined a lot for quote unquote telling the opponents to his dick live on the field.
Wait, but he was the number 1
He
draft.
was a number 1
he
draft
was
pick.
okay.
Yes. Baker Mayfield, yes. And,
That's funny.
I mean, there's a lot of controversy surrounding the NFL draft. Like, some people are calling it a racist thing. Some people are calling it a humiliation ritual.
That's
They're
why
saying that Shedeur got blackballed.
And the other guy's white?
Baker Mayfield?
Yeah.
He was a white man. Yes.
He was a white man?
That's crazy.
Like, as in, like, he is a white man.
Okay, that's why I was like, wait. I was like,
I mean, the number 1 draft pick was Cameron Ward, which is a black quarterback from Miami. Not
yeah,
from
but that
Miami,
guy's probably not like.
He's a very quiet and
Yeah.
very kept person.
Reserved person.
Yeah.
I can see the racist thing, but if he's that good, is it literally just no?
No, a lot
team?
of scouts are saying Shedeur isn't the
Right.
talent that they hyped him up to be.
How does the draft work? The NFL chooses who's 1, 2, 3, 4,
Each
5?
team has a GM. It
The
depends
teams
on
are
your-
1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah, it
5.
depends on your rank
And the
or your
teams
season.
just pick the person.
Yeah, your season, your win-loss record
Uh-huh.
determines your place in the draft for the first round.
Oh, okay.
But you can also trade for spots and stuff.
Yeah.
The players can trade for spots.
No, like the teams can trade.
Team, yeah.
Because it's usually the GM.
Oh yeah.
They can
I know
trade players for spots too, right?
Huh?
Can they trade their roster for spots?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, they can.
I'm not
Well, I
sure
know
if
they do in
rosters
basketball.
can, but I know they can trade future picks for spots and stuff like that.
That's
Okay.
what he's saying. Yeah.
So yeah, and then Shedeur was projected to be the 21st pick in the mock drafts that I looked at in the first round by the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay.
And
How does that get confirmed? Because people are just like,
there's a lot of analysts that do mock drafts.
Yeah.
And like they look at every roster of every NFL and like, oh, these guys.
these are the best
quarterback.
players, and this team is just gonna pick the best players, and then
Yeah.
it just goes down a list of
Of
like
the
these
most
are the-
needed position and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
And Shedeur was supposed to be on the Steelers because the Steelers have Russell Wilson, who is a old head, still playing football, and they retired Ben Roethlisberger, who was their like generational talent essentially. He retired a couple years ago. They got Russell Wilson. They're not happy with Russell Wilson. They need a quarterback.
He's been like mid, right? Like,
He's been very mid for
Yeah.
some years now. He's also been on like 5 different teams in 5 seasons. So it's
wow, 5 seasons. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't even remember him being on the Steelers. What was he on before that?
His highlight prime years were on the Seahawks.
I know that.
I think he went to the Broncos for a year.
That's what I think I remember.
And then I think he ended up in Pittsburgh after that.
Okay, interesting.
So, yeah. But Shedeur was supposed to be a number 1 pick. He didn't get picked. A lot of people were saying that he didn't show up to the combine, which it's like a talent show essentially.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play in the Senior Bowl for college, I think, or for the NFL.
And that's because of being cocky or just
well, I mean,
like he's like, I'm so good I don't even have to, like when NBA players don't do the all-star dunk contest, like it's like that.
I think for the combine he was like that.
Mm-hmm.
That Senior Bowl, I don't think you have to play in it, but it's just another thing to.
But that's what I'm
coaches to
saying,
see. He's definitely a very confident person.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say with the NBA. Like, new players don't really do like all the fun shit.
No.
Because like they don't have to.
Yeah, but like usually they go to their combine or their.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a very confident person. I mean, look at his dad. His dad's Deion Sanders, Hall of Famer. He was very, very troubling during his years when he was in the media. So
is it literally like not nepotism, like he's gaining it because of his dad, but more of the opposite, like
kind of, yeah.
Like as if like your older brother fucked up like high school for you with all the teachers.
Like Roderick and Greg have two.
Yeah. Like, is it that where like
a
team is like Sanders, is your dad Deion? Like, you know what I mean? Is it like that?
Yeah, kind of a little bit of that for some teams, because I believe what I read was that they don't want to deal with him and deal with Deion, because I think Deion said wherever Shedeur goes, he'll go and coach, which is a very bold thing to say.
Okay.
And, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think you could argue a case of racism because he's not a very well-kept, organized, like, sort of person. He's not a very proper person. He has some
slang with him.
He has some ebonics to him.
That's funny.
Like, he has a lot of jewelry that dances. He has a lot of rap.
So the NFL hasn't leveled up to where the NBA is at? Because all the new cats in the NBA, they'd be like cursing, like on live TV and shit.
I think a lot of the...
They're still holding on to the conservative values
I think so.
in the NFL. Hey, understandable, bro.
Yeah.
I guess.
Like, Cam Ward isn't a flashy person compared to Shedeur.
Is he like
very flashy.
Is he more like of a Jalen from...
Yeah, he's like Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
He only breathes, shits, talks football.
No. Is Cam more like Jalen from the Celtics? Like hella smart, like MIT?
I mean...
Or he's just more focused. He's literally just
He's
football.
just focused.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about Jalen Hurts. He's a lot like Jalen Hurts.
Okay, I feel you.
Because there's a clip of of Cam Ward and Shedeur, like, practicing together, like, doing drills, and Shedeur was like, yo, we should make a rap song together, because I think they have some type of, like, rap thing going on in the Sanders household. And Cam Ward was like, nah, I don't play football. And Shedeur was like, you ain't got no hobbies outside of that?
This is my hobby, bro.
And he was like, nah, I'm known as a football player, not a rapper.
That's
what he said to him, and he was like, this dude, bro. So yeah, I think Cam Ward is very, very focused on football, and I think a lot of people like that were drafting him. They don't really like the whole egotistical, confident, flashy kind of guy.
So was it Sander fans that were just putting him as the number 1 draft pick? Because it seems like this Cam guy, low-key just had the number 1.
Nah, Cameron Ward was definitely going to be the first round number 1 pick. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Travis Hunter was going to be number 2 in every universe.
Yeah.
I
feel you.
But I mean, Shedeur being a 5th round pick is very
no,
bad.
yeah.
It's very bad. I don't think he should have even made it to round 2 in my opinion.
You don't think he should have been drafted?
No,
No,
round
like
2.
he should have made it past.
I think he should have been a 1st round pick.
Yeah.
1000%.
And 1st round pick is day 1, like top 50.
Yeah, it's the top 32 players. Because it's 32.
Day 1 is got you. Okay.
And I think Shedeur has a lot to prove, obviously now.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is
he's kind of good. I feel like
he went to a team that has 5 quarterbacks already. Like, he got drafted by the Cleveland Browns, who have Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, who is a very good quarterback.
Okay.
They have
Why do they have 5 quarterbacks? Like that's on salary.
Well, Deshaun Watson had a rape allegation and sexual assault charge on him last year, so he didn't get to play much. Kenny Pickett they had as the backup. And I think they have another person that I can't remember right now.
Yeah, so they have one lead quarterback and 4 backups.
Yes. Yeah.
You about to make number 5.
He's the 5th. I think he's the 5th quarterback on the Browns, behind another quarterback that they drafted at this draft. So they drafted 2 quarterbacks.
Why?
Yeah, they drafted. I think his name is Gabriel Dillon or something. Gabriel D or something. And he is not better than Shedeur in my opinion.
Are they expecting in the next 5 years to cut down to 1, 2?
I don't know.
They're trying to look at the best.
I don't know. Joe Flacco, who's already a legendary quarterback, and he's the 3rd string.
What?
Exactly. Joe Flacco is old. That's why.
What do people think about the Chicago?
I don't know.
It's
Well, Cleveland
Cleveland
has a record of killing quarterbaks, as in your
Killing
career's
their
over once you go there. And he got drafted there behind another drafted quarterback.
Dude,
Yeah.
what?
Exactly. It's very crazy. I mean, he can always request a trade.
And people are just like, yeah, it's football.
I don't know. I think
5 quarterbacks.
Yeah, I don't know. And
Like, do NBA teams have like 10 forwards?
not really.
Right? That's.
I mean, they always have backups.
No,
like
I
they
know.
always have bench people, but it's like that's a lot. For
But like
that
on
one
an NBA
position.
team, the most they'll have is like what, 15 people?
On a roster?
Yeah.
No.
More?
Yeah. It's usually like probably like 25 people. And they also have the G League that they can
Elite?
call up.
So everyone on the roster plays for the G League, or are you saying the G League
No,
they
the
call
G
up?
League is
UFL,
like
bro.
the G League is like a league under the NBA that they can call players up if need be, if they're performing really well. That's the same with Bronny.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bronny played in the G League when he was in the NBA. They dropped him down and they called him back up.
Okay, if you're on a team with 25 in the NBA with LeBron James, 10 of those people are not touching the court.
Yeah, the G League is like purgatory.
Okay, so you're saying on the 25-man roster that includes the G League?
No. I'm saying the G League is on underneath that.
Okay, that's what I mean. So, okay, the Lakers have 25 people on their regular roster. 10 of those people are not touching the fucking
Yeah,
field.
exactly. There's
The
only
entire season, no?
yeah. It's in case of injury or in case of any mishaps.
Bro,
But yeah, like,
what?
just because you get drafted does not mean you play football or you play basketball.
And you should get a shit ton of money?
No.
No.
Usually, if you're drafted and you're not like a athlete that plays,
If you play for the Lakers, though, you're probably going to get paid.
I mean, yeah, but you also live in Los Angeles.
Okay, that's true, that's true.
I mean, like I think half of those people. That
But
are
no
on the bench-
NBA player is fucking poor.
No, not really. They're
Right.
getting 6 figures.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. So I mean,
They're getting like I think the lowest contract is like 150.
yeah, exactly.
I'll
That's
take
okay,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
think
would take
LeBron like? Do you even think he looks at those guys?
Probably. It's Braun.
Brown's a nice guy.
But I mean, I'm saying
That he looks
Shedeur. Back to Shedeur, but it's like
That's what I'm saying. He probably looks at them.
how many times you go?
I don't know. Yeah.
Mr. Butterfingers over
Jesus
here.
Christ. Okay, back to
Shedeur.
Yeah.
I think he's a good talent. I wish the Saints would have picked him up over whoever the fuck we got, but he got drafted underneath someone named Jackson Dart, who is not better than Shedeur Sanders
Yeah.
by any means, and he got drafted higher.
Do you think he's worth the attitude?
Shedeur?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Minus his
I would
father,
tell, bro.
minus his dad.
I don't
Just
know.
him. You don't
The
know.
highlights that I've seen is a lot of shit that would only work in college football.
Oh, really?
So,
Why?
I don't
Like
know.
dirtier plays or something?
No, it's just
Yeah, there it is.
more bullshit
No.
happens in the college because they're not
That
everyone
good.
in college is a fucking NFL superstar. So it's like
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we've got to see him in action. Will Shedeur play in his first year of football? My answer is no, but I don't think he's
Oh
gonna touch the
shit!
field this year.
Really?
I don't
Oh,
think he's
wow.
gonna touch the field
So damn, that fucking sucks.
because like a lot
He
of
has a
the time,
brother, right? And his brother is
Shedeur
Shiloh.
Sanders,
Yeah.
he didn't get drafted,
Oh, okay.
but he
thought
signed.
he
He
walked
went
on
through
to
free
top.
agency
Yeah.
to the Buccaneers,
Yeah.
which
How does that work?
so if you don't get drafted, I think you can sign up for free agency and teams can pick up anybody from free agency. It's kind of like
Don't
a
they get
secondary
enough
draft.
players?
They just didn't want to.
Draft.
They didn't want to waste a pick
No.
on him, bro. That was
They
basically.
No,
don't
because
get
players
enough.
leave, players get traded, players retire.
Oh,
So.
okay, good.
But yeah, I don't think. And if you're a free agent, you don't get like that primo
No,
salary
yeah.
as like a drafted player.
What does free agent mean though? That they can fire you anytime?
Free agent means like they're not on any team, but they're still registered in the league to play, but they're not on any team.
But he just got signed to the Bucks.
Yeah, he got picked up out of free agency to play for the as a
So now
sign
he's
player.
not free agent.
No.
Okay, got you.
He is now a Buccaneer.
Yeah. Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out Tampa.
Shoot a swag, bro.
Mr. Travis Hunter,
Tampa?
he went to Jacksonville.
Ooh,
The Jaguars.
Okay.
Yeah. He's actually from Florida. He's from
Oh,
West
yeah.
Palm Beach. Yeah.
West Palm? Oh shit.
Shout out Travis Hunter.
Holy shit, that's good.
I think he's one of the first players.
Wait, but these people who are getting drafted are how old now? Like 23,
They're
24?
our age, bro, basically.
Like, are they dead
Yeah,
as 21?
Travis Hunter and Shedeur are very young. I think they're 21, 22.
Dude,
I don't even
the
wanna think
other
about
day-
that,
No,
bro.
the other day, it really started fucking me up. Just like, I don't know what it was, but I think it was like NBA or something like that. Or it was like Anthony Edwards. I was like, just
Anthony
thinking
Edwards is
about.
like 2 years older than me, bro, and he's like.
I was like just thinking of Anthony Edwards. I'm like, bro, he, like such a fire NBA player. That man is cool as shit. And then I'm like, that nigga's 2 years older than me. Bro. I'm like,
What did I go do wrong in my life?
I know. I'm like, bro, that's even crazier. Niggas would be 40 years old, gassing like.
Jits up,
You wanna
bro.
know what's funny?
Yeah,
about
that's what I'm
that?
saying. So
The
it's like,
Saints had a chance to draft Shedeur Sanders,
Mhm.
and we wanted to draft someone born from 1999.
Nah.
what?
Yeah.
Really?
He was in college for 7 years. And
Those people are nuts.
his name is Tyler Stroh, and he's a white man from God knows where.
He's 26 years old.
Yes.
Getting drafted first year in the NBA.
In the NFL, yes.
Oh
This
my
is
God.
his first year in the NFL, and we picked him over a fresh young talent.
What are
young.
you guys doing, bro?
Fresh young
What are
blood.
you guys doing?
No, that shit does
they
fuck me up, though.
They do like a draft grade ranking after the draft, like by analysts.
Yeah.
The Saints got a D plus on their draft.
They did not want to bring the
Yeah,
franchise back.
we're stuck for another 10 years, bro.
10 years.
Yeah, we're not making it back to the
One
bowl.
bad draft.
No,
Oh,
I'm
to the
saying-
bowl. To the bowl. Okay.
Yeah, we haven't had a winning record in like 3-4 years, bro.
I mean, what was the Chiefs rating the year they drafted
The
Mahomes?
Chiefs. I don't know.
Because then everybody like hate when they
Every
drafted
Chiefs fan hated that they got Patrick Mahomes, and
The guy's the
obviously all
franchise
of you
player
know
bro.
now. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. Times were different back then. I don't know who the quarterback was for the Chiefs
Yeah.
when Patrick Mahomes was getting drafted.
Because I just remember
I
seeing.
guarantee you, all of them now are D1 riders, though.
Oh, for sure. I remember seeing one video of this guy reacting to them drafting Mahomes like,
This is why we'll never make it to the
this
Super Bowl.
is why we will never win it. This franchise will never get a ring in my lifetime.
We'll never make it to the bowl.
A little does he know how it went down.
That year, probably.
It is funny how sports fans are like that when it's like.
And then they switch up so quick.
Well, like I'm just saying, in your whole lifetime, I think like.
you get to
whenever
see
your
at least
favorite
one.
team. Yeah, I'm like, the only one is that one baseball team, but even they eventually won at one point. Bro.
Nah, I'm not even joking. That's a real concern.
No, yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying
I don't
like.
think the Saints will ever make it back to the Super Bowl since 2011. I'm not even kidding.
But that's a lifetime.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad I
You
got
get what I'm
witness
saying?
it.
Yeah,
you got at
that's
least
what I'm
I'm
you
saying,
got
I
at
don't
least
think
another
they'll ever
50
make
in
it
you,
again. Like, in
Ever.
history.
You got at least another 7
So I'm
years in
saying-
you, bro.
We're in 2203, and for some reason America's still alive.
I don't think
Earth
the
is
Saints will
fine.
even be a team at that point. They'll be in the XFL, which is the league under the NFL. It's a whole different league. They're not even going to be a franchise by then, bro. They're probably renamed to like the Pastors or something, bro.
So what did that technically count?
The Apostles,
What?
bro.
If they get renamed, is that just
That's
that
not
team
the
is
Saints,
dead?
yeah,
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, they're done.
That's how you treat, or everyone
That's how I
treats?
treat it.
Everyone treats it like that. Or no?
How many teams have changed their names, though?
The LA Rams did, right?
Buddy, you know the team in Washington, my friend?
They
The Commanders?
used to be the Redskins
They used to be called the Redskins.
for years, like
Years.
decades.
Why they change it, though? For political
It's a-
PC.
It was during 20 like
It was-
17,
it was a
20.
movement.
Yeah.
It was a racist movement.
political correctness, bro.
It's also the Cleveland Indians.
It wasn't even called the Commanders for a while. It was
They were
literally
called
called
the football team.
yeah, the Washington football team.
Like,
Yeah,
dead ass.
dead serious. Yeah.
Just
They also changed the
end the team
Cleveland
right there,
Indians
bro.
in football in baseball. They changed it from the Indians to the Guardians.
The Guardians. They changed the logo.
Yep. The
So
logo-
to you, that team is dead.
yeah, the Indians don't exist anymore.
Do
You know
other
the
people
little
think
baby
like that?
picture?
Huh?
You know the little baby picture
Mm-hmm.
where it's like stop racism and he has an Indian tie.
Oh yeah. Oh, the little yeah.
Yeah, that was the old logo.
Wait, so I'm trying to think like. So, if let's say I like the Miami Dolphins from Florida, right?
Mhm.
They become the Miami Sharks, right? Am I allowed to switch teams, or is it like I'm still from Florida, so I'm supporting whatever Florida team is?
Okay, so in normality,
Yeah.
you kind of always root for your home team by default.
Yeah.
But like you could always, I root for the Saints, and I'm never.
No, I know that, but I'm saying if I'm the guy who's rooting for my home team, is it just home? It doesn't matter the actual team. It's just home team.
Yeah, it's just home team.
Okay, so for you then, let's say the Steelers become.
The Saints.
Oh my bad. Let's say the Saints become the Devils, right?
Yeah.
Are you like, now I'm a free agent, I'll see if I'll sign up with them again?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the Devils is not the Saints.
Yeah.
Like I like the Saints because that was my first Super Bowl I ever watched, and they won.
Would you cry if they
If they
rebranded?
changed?
Yeah.
I'd be like.
And you're like 60
I'd actually be happy that they rebranded because like
Might
I
be
feel like
way
I'm
more
in
now.
hell being a Saints fan.
The change!
My bastard organization has done it. Yeah, I'd be happy that they changed names.
Phoenix Uprising type.
I quit mine because I had the same thing. My first like Super Bowl was Packers.
Yeah, the Cheeseheads.
After Aaron left, to me they might
That's
as well
valid,
rebrand.
though. That's
they might
valid.
as well rebranded. Like
Ever
I
since he
done.
left, bro, they haven't been a team, bro. That's real.
No,
That's
yeah,
for sure.
like
See, the thing about the Saints, right, is that like
there's not like a quarterback tied to it.
no, the Drew Brees
Oh,
was the last
yeah.
time you ever had fun, bro. Like, but you don't understand. Drew Brees is the reason they still play in Louisiana. Like I'm not even kidding. Because after the hurricane, they were going to switch. They were going to relocate.
And Drew was like, "No, we're not doing that."
No, Drew was the reason they came back, bro. Like they played the rest of that season out after that hurricane, and they like did, like he's the reason that they still played.
He did dirty business.
I don't know if they won that year.
Mhm.
But let me look this up actually, because I saw a documentary on it.
Dude, I was talking to my dad the other day about like Ant, and I was like, he just has this like, he takes shit like personal, which is like, I was like, that shit's fire to me. It reminds me of Jordan. My dad's like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I was like, bro, you ain't see The Last Dance? Like, I took that shit personally, bro. You saw The Last Dance? No, in The Last Dance, Jordan was telling a story about how a guy said something to him, like an off-colored
Took that
remark,
shit personally.
and he was like, whatever he said to me, it might have been like whatever, but he was like, I personally like took it deeper than what it should have been. So the next time we played, I would be so mad at him that I'd whoop his ass. And like, I think like it went to the point where the dude's like talking to other people like, what the fuck I do to Mike, bro? Like, you know what I mean? That's the type of shit you need. Sometimes like, there's a couple of people right now in my life where it's like, I'll just shit on you. You don't even know the reason why, and the reason not even that big. It just is what it is now.
But yeah, so
They didn't win the
they
season.
didn't win that.
Oh, I got you.
The hurricane was like 5 years before. Right? The reason why is because like I think the Superdome was like a shelter during the hurricane, which was like kind of like symbolic for them. And then like Drew Brees came back and they like dominated that season.
He left the Saints.
No.
What do you mean I come back?
Like he got like they got that spark back because
Oh,
of
I
that
got you.
season, and like they stayed because like
You see the
Don't-
Saints like All Might, bro?
he is he really is, bro. Like I'm not even kidding. Like
We're in the post All Might like world. You know
Yeah.
when All Might like retired after his last fight? Is that how you feel right now? Where you're like,
like he's
Heroes
They-
ain't
they-
been like that.
I'm not even trolling. I'm not even trolling.
went for their
If
neck.
you gave Drew Brees one snap, there'd be no crime in Louisiana for a week, bro.
one snap.
Once, like if you told Drew Brees, yo, go out there for one play, there would be no crime in the week, bro. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Because when Derek Carr won the first 2 games this season,
The
the crime rate dropped for 2 weeks.
What the fuck?
And then they started losing, the crime rate went back up. Yep.
This is in Louisiana.
Yes.
So Louisiana folks are like, are we winning? Walmart's safe today.
Yeah. I'm not even kidding.
What the
I'm telling you.
Motherfuckers were too excited to watch the games, bro.
Okay, this is what you gotta understand, right? Drew Brees is like a top 5, top 7 quarterback of
Yeah,
all
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like I'm putting him at like top 3 personally, but
You got 2 people above him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're fair.
yeah, Tom Brady is
Yeah.
honestly GOAT.
Yeah, I mean,
I would argue Patty Mahomes better than him.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Better than Tom Brady?
No.
Then,
I was like,
No,
there's
it's not.
no. I
Tom
was
Brady
like,
is the
there's-
bigger fish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's the LeBron of that film, but he's even a better LeBron to be honest. But
He it's not even he got that dog. It's the Batman versus Bane argument. That nigga was molded in the darkness, like of football, bro.
He's
like,
not real, bro. He put his family on the line, bro.
No,
he threw them away.
he threw them away. He sacrificed. It's not even putting them on the line.
They were never even considered a thing,
Yeah.
bro.
But what were you gonna say?
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, if you told Drew
Yeah,
Brees,
yeah.
yo, give me one snap, bro, that's global headline. Bro.
I was gonna say that it's interesting that Louisiana does that for the wins because it's the opposite of what Boston does. Because when they win, they destroy the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like,
Nah, I'm not.
Maybe
Even,
Boston is.
I'm not even kidding.
Maybe they're actually Gotham, bro.
a low key, because Gotham was based off of New Jersey. But low key, no, I'm serious. Because Batman went to Yale, which
They're
is
Philly,
New Jersey.
bro.
Yeah, but Philly.
That's real
Look
life.
at the rapper. Like, look at Meek Mill. Like, the shit he raps about. Like, one of the staples of Philly rap culture is using motorbikes. Like, you know what I mean?
We're in a biker gang.
These niggas are, yeah, like, Philly's just so interesting to me. So much, like, historical
You have the Eagles
richness.
there, too, bro.
Huh?
You have the Eagles there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. There's so much, like, historical richness, and then it's like, did our football team win? Let's fuck up this place. Like,
Let's just cause more damage than
Armageddon.
if we lose, bro.
Huh?
Let's just do more damage than if we won.
Yeah.
Yeah. But back to Shedeur. Sorry, long tangent about Drew
Fuck
Brees
it, bro.
and shit
It's
Saints.
fun. It's fun.
I don't think Shedeur is playing this year. I don't know what you want to call it.
So you have to be the Navy SEALs of football players to even really
Touch the field, bro.
Damn.
Bro, like I think like the Patriots, I think they were the 4th or 5th pick this year. They picked up a O tackle, which was like a very needed position for them. And I saw Flight Reacts because he's a Patriots fan. I saw his reaction.
It's not that.
Yeah, he was like, I don't even know who this guy is, but I hope he's good. I mean, he plays a position that we needed, and then his interview when he got drafted, he was like, I'm gonna live and I'm gonna die out there on that field. He's like, I like that! I like this guy! It's like,
That's what football is. That's
what you need,
just
bro.
what football is, bro. No, I was gonna say though, like, it's so, but like, to make it to the NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB, like,
it's such a
it's
small percentage.
so. But when you're a kid, people, it'd be like your family who's like, well, we gotta teach him basketball. Like, he gotta make it to the NBA. And it's like, if you put a book in front of that little nigga's face, you got a higher chance of $1 million. And I remember, especially, here's the thing, like, where we grew up, I don't know about you guys, but like, when I was at our high school, I'm talking like freshman year specifically, the story I'm about to bring up. I think by the time I was 14, it was like, I'm not gonna make it as a soccer player, football player, da da da. And like, nobody I know is also, because it's such a small chance. I remember I was in freshman year sitting with these people, and I only talked to them maybe once or twice throughout my entire high school like career. I remember I was talking to them. They were just talking about basketball, and they're talking about like weird stats. Like, they were like, oh, we know this player is 6'1", so he's like a good forward, or a good center. I don't know what they're talking about.
In baseball or basketball?
In basketball.
If you're 6'1" in basketball, that's right.
I forgot what he was talking about, but he was just basically saying, like, he said
like a 0%.
No, I don't know. He said like he was like, oh, the average height for this position is this, like 6 something. I just looked at it, I was like,
Are you sure about that?
well, I was like, why do you even know that?
No, that's a real stat. Bro. You're not gonna get drafted if you're 6'3" in the NBA, bro.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying he was saying that the average height for this position was this height, and I was like, well, why do you even know that? Like, why do you know so much about basketball? Like, I was genuinely just curious. Like, I was like, damn, you know so much stat wise, and he's like, what's my dream?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna be in the NBA, and I looked at him and I'm like, I didn't say this. Initially in my head, I'm like, we're the same height. We go to the same school. You're not even that good at classes. I'm just looking at him, I'm like,
You're feeling.
wow. I was like, you really think you're gonna make it to the NBA? It wasn't even on some hater shit.
It's real.
It's just like, me at 14, I'm just like, I'm not gonna make it to no. I'm not saying I ever tried. I wasn't really into sports like that, especially to a competitive level of like, I'm gonna get scouted or something. So it's not even like I was sad. It's just more like it doesn't happen. I was the same way with me going, no one in my school is going to go to like an Ivy League school. In the 4 years I went there, only like 3 people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in all 4 years. So like when I was in freshman year, the seniors graduated. The juniors, the sophomores, then me. That's over like 2,000 people. Like 3 people went to Ivy League. So that's what I'm saying. Like in my head, I'm just like, no one's gonna make it. Like into that type of level. And this nigga's like, yeah, it's my dream. I'm gonna make it to the NBA. It's like,
I mean, anything is possible though. Cause like,
fam, I get we're 14. You have all the time in the world, but you better bunker down, bro.
Yeah. You got. I mean, it's an insane margin.
The nigga wasn't even on our school team.
Okay, yeah.
That's why I'm like, I was looking at him like, wow,
Yeah,
really?
if you're not
like,
actively playing in like your high school teams, then I don't think you're really.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, if you look at the NBA right now,
Yeah.
there's one player in the NBA who's 5'8".
That's real.
His name is Yuki Kawamura.
He about to be my favorite player. He's Asian?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
plays for the Grizzlies. He's 5'8", and every time he plays, the crowd erupts, bro. Go down, bro.
Is he like, he's like not from America?
I don't think so.
Oh, he's not. Oh, okay.
But he's 5'8". I don't know why he got drafted, but I'm just saying. Like,
Okay.
But he cooks when he goes out there.
Can you imagine though being a scouter and you're going to like the monk temple in Nepal to find the next fucking like.
But you wanna know who's the shortest after him? 6 foot.
What?
Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's 6 foot, really? Yeah, he looks like so short compared to these guys. It's
Chris
crazy,
Paul is
but-
6 foot. There's a lot of 6 foot people, but like I think that's like the minimum you can be, and
Yeah.
you have to be an all-star talent to get drafted.
Yeah, the Asian guy, he just had hands.
I think
Like,
he's-
his ball
I think he's
control is
really
crazy.
good.
His ball
He's
control-
really small, so he can get in the paint easy. He
Yeah.
has a good shot.
I gotta
I've
watch
seen
him.
there's some
I gotta
highlights
watch
when he
him.
cooks, bro. Shout out Yuki. And,
But I mean,
but
like, were you-
I agree with what you're saying that like it's a very small margin. A lot of people aren't gonna make it, but like for me and my experiences, I played with a lot of players that did get drafted. So
really?
yeah,
In
I know
baseball?
3 people that got drafted.
In baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I feel like baseball is a little bit different.
One of them plays for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's not all the way in the MLB yet, but he's working his way through the minor leagues.
Mm-hmm.
And I know another player who.
How long does that take?
It could be forever, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it's usually. I don't know, to be honest. I can't give you a number, but if you're really good, you don't go to the minors. So. But and there's another player that was the first round pick.
But he's getting paid like 50K, 67.
Yeah, he's banking.
Yeah.
I mean, he was already well off, but he's banking.
Okay.
And then the other player was a first round pick, and I was better than him when we were kids. So. I mean,
But also baseball, people are getting picked more. Like there's more people in the draft, or
I think so. Yeah, I think there's more teams.
also we live in Florida though.
That's a hot spot.
Yeah, baseball is very like
A lot of Dominicans.
it's pretty big here.
Yeah, you have a lot of.
Well, a lot of Dominicans, but also there's a lot of white guys who love. Like our like in our high school, baseball was, depending on who you're talking to, pretty respected.
Well, I mean, I played with probably the best of Florida.
Really?
So like that was my league growing up, and I also played a year older than me.
You played travel?
Yeah.
Well, so yeah.
So like I was.
Yeah.
I was already.
You're in that
Yeah, I'm
environment.
in the
Yeah,
environment
yeah.
playing with the best of the best that have the highest chance of getting
Yeah.
drafted. Granted, I was like, it wasn't high school yet, because like then I started to like have issues with my health, so that's why I stopped playing. So, but
We got nerfed.
essentially my body basically gave up on me. And then
But
I
my
started-
thing is just like as a parent, like
yo, what
that's
are we
crazy.
doing, bro? How are we dropping so much shit, bro?
oh, this is your phone. I'm just saying that as a parent, banking on sports, I feel like it's such a poor decision.
Yeah, I mean,
It's good for the kids' health and everything. I'm saying banking on that is their future and your future.
Kind of stupid.
that's why a lot of people tell them to get a backup plan, but.
I think
That's gotta be
sports.
the primary.
Well, the thing is, if you actually want to make it in sports, whatever sport it is, you technically have to start at like 3-4 years old.
I mean, I started at 9, which was late.
But if you look at like the most, I'm saying like the top of the top people. Let's look at boxing for example. These niggas are boxing at 4 years old.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like
The norm is to start when you're literally walking.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I started really late, so I had a lot of catch up to do.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised you started at 9. When'd you stop then?
When
12.
we got into high school.
14, 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was a lot younger than that.
No.
That's crazy.
I thought when we got into high school because
I had family issues,
Yeah.
and then at the same time, my body started to like
Give
up on itself, and I started to have those seizures and stuff.
Gotcha.
Quotations.
Yeah, because we don't know what it is, but yeah. So then I had to stop playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I played soccer as a kid, but I didn't really like it.
I genuinely think I would have made it, bro. Like, genuinely.
MLB.
Yeah.
What team?
My goal is to get to the Marlins, but that's the Florida team.
Yeah.
I would have took any team. It actually hurts to watch baseball now.
Really?
Yeah, because it just reminds me that like, I should be there.
So do you feel yourself as the stereotype of other guys who are like, yeah? Oh, okay.
Like I genuinely think I would have got drafted.
So if you have a son, are you gonna be like,
It would've been
when
me.
you're 4 years old, you're gonna be picking up that bat?
I don't know.
What about you, John? Did you play sports?
When I was younger, a little bit.
Like your parents put you in sports?
My parents didn't give a shit, bro.
Oh,
they could have. I think they would rather kick rocks than watch me do sports, bro.
Really?
Yes, bro.
I mean, my parents
That's not a
made me.
sport, should I?
Kick rocks?
Yeah.
That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up. That's crazy.
No.
So what did you play though with your friends? Like you played soccer or shit?
Yeah, I used to play soccer with my friends.
But nothing recreational?
No,
Only
that is
recreational. Only
No.
rec.
No,
You're saying recreational, like
like
signing up.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Only
Yeah,
recreational.
he's saying for his friends, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I played like rec.
No,
soccer.
the only stuff I did league-wise was judo.
Really?
No judo.
Oh shit.
Did you
That's
still
dope.
know judo?
No.
Nothing.
How the fuck do you lose judo?
I mean, I can do some basic throws still.
Well, yeah,
but,
I learned Krav Maga, but I don't remember like. everything.
How? I feel like I would know this stuff the rest of my life.
I did
You just
judo,
learn the
taekwondo.
Yeah, if I learned I'm not saying like black belt level shit, but I'm saying like.
Yeah, but he knows like he could probably do a throw.
Yeah.
Unless you're actively doing, especially if you start as a kid, and you stop as a kid, you're probably not gonna remember that much.
Okay,
as an adult.
yes.
But if you start as an adult, like yeah, you're gonna have that foundation for sure.
I feel like me, I would have kept that.
He's such a.
I'm just saying.
What are you guys gonna throw your kids into, or like hope? Because obviously, for me, like I would let my kid do what they want, but like,
Yeah.
what do you hope?
Honestly, my G do hockey, bro, low key.
Why?
Really?
Honestly.
How old?
Whenever he wants to.
I would probably
from like
say
8, bro.
From 8?
I want him to be able to walk on ice like it's fucking
Why?
glass concrete, bro.
Why though?
Just for shits and giggles.
Nice.
I want to see my kid get fucked
That's
up.
expensive.
You want to see your kid get
That's
fucked?
also expensive. Hockey's up there.
Not expensive as
You acting
fucking
like you're not gonna
racing,
be
bro.
up there by the time the
No, I'm
gym bill
just
comes
saying,
out.
bro. But like, I'm not trying to drop that much money just for him to grow out of it a year later.
I'll make so much
That's the
money
thing,
and it
bro.
don't matter, bro.
That's the thing. You're gonna
Buy
verbally
him new
abuse
skates
that kid
every
into
year.
doing it for life, bro.
Hell no. You get in the one pair till you grow out, but like.
Well, my
Well,
kid in
I mean,
the
if
NHL.
he's young, he's gonna grow out of it every year.
If I beat his ass and
No,
just
I'm
kidding,
saying like
just
his
kidding.
foot is going to grow.
Oh
inside.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't know.
I'd probably
I'm
do
saying take up the
baseball.
cost. Like, take up the cost.
I would probably do baseball or like an Olympic sport. I feel like it'd be awesome.
Track and field.
like track
Tennis?
or like tennis or what? Is that an Olympic sport?
I don't think I could force my kid to do track.
Swimming, I'd be down.
Swimming, yeah,
Watch
no,
this guy
swimming is
swim,
pretty
bro. Like imagine your child is like an Olympic.
That's such a
athlete.
genetic sport, though.
It
Yeah,
is.
Like Michael Phelps is just a freak of nature.
Yeah,
That's
he's-
literally the only
He was
reason why.
born to swim. Bro.
Yeah. Like his lung capacity is fucking nuts.
Only when my kid's swimming if he's born with webbed fingers, bro.
I don't know. I think I would I'd probably like teach him basketball, like
But
soccer.
like, what if your kid comes up to you and he's like, "Yo, dad, I want to
Try
try
bowling."
fucking shot put."
What is that?
That's isn't
The
that
big,
thing
it's
where
a ball.
like,
Yeah, my friend does
What age is my kid asking me
I
to
don't
do
know.
this?
I
What?
don't know, bro. Like imagine
You gotta be
he's,
like
6, he's
14.
like, "Dad, I want to do shot put."
I'd be like, who told you about this sport? And then like I'd have to come to them and be like, why are you giving my kid weird sports to pick up?
He's just like, I just saw it on TV.
And I'm a friend who
My
does this.
my son is saying that.
Yeah.
We don't have TVs in the house, so how?
You don't I got own TV.
My kids won't know I own TV.
It just sits
It'd
in
be in
the-
my room.
So how
Sits
can I
in the
know what a
drawer.
sport is, bro?
I show them the newspaper. I'll turn on that radio. I'll turn that radio on. Hey, this is how they found out about Will. No, I'm playing. But I don't know. If a 6-year-old came up to me, like if a 6-year-old said I want to try tennis, I could have a more reasonable conversation and be like, you're like actually too weak
Yeah.
to try it. If you said shot put, I'd be like, bro, what the? It's like if my kid said, can I eat fucking tuna, pickles, and like garlic mayo.
What if
I'd
he
be
wants
like,
to do,
what?
The
long-
talent
he wants
edge,
to do
bro.
like the spear jump.
No.
Oh,
just straight
full
up no.
vaulting.
I would just
Full
straight up be
vaulting.
like, no. I would be like, when you're older. Like, I'd be like, I have no problem with the sport, but at 6 years old, nah. Fuck no.
It's a waste of time.
I honestly am afraid like my kid would just get
What
injured.
if he wants to do?
That just sounds like your kid's gonna get injured.
What if he wants to do diving?
At six, nigga, that's illegal. What?
On the 20 meter, on the 20 meter.
Like you
fucking
gotta go to
dive
jail
board.
if you're like regularly coming to the local fucking pool.
Dive pool.
Yeah, the local dive pool.
You gotta be legit climbing up a 20 meter fucking dive board, bro.
It just has float.
Yeah, imagine you 40 years old
Hitting a fucking triple spin fucking tuck, bro.
a Karen comes up to you like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm teaching my 6-year-old how to dive. What? Like,
You can swim?
yo.
Right.
Well, no, honestly, I didn't learn how to swim until a bit late, so I would want my kid to swim at like 2 years old. Like before you can even talk, honestly.
Floaty training.
Just chuck that bitch in the pool.
No, you
bro.
just literally you just like chuck. Like, you just gotta let it cry and shit.
let the shit drown for a
You
bit,
just
bro.
gotta
You
come
can
back
catch
there,
it.
bro. It just sleeps.
Back to the factory, bro.
Yeah,
We
natural
go-
selection.
like,
What's
go
another
back to the
9
factory.
months? What's another
Literally.
Natural selection.
No, I mean, yeah, I think,
Float to live, bro.
I think my kid would probably like soccer and like basketball. Like,
Soccer's a good pick. Basketball is a good pick.
yeah. I just hope he doesn't love basketball.
Which wants to be boxer?
How old?
I'm
You
gonna
said
let
they
him.
gotta learn from young.
I'll let
Yeah,
him-
that's what I'm
I'll let him
saying.
do boxing, bro.
I would let him do boxing, but I wouldn't let him box people for a very long time. Like if he was 6 years, because I feel like a 4-year-old can't have that conversation. If a 6-year-old came up to me and was like, I want to try boxing, I like watching the boxers on the secret TV.
I want to be a UFC fighter.
I'll let him start.
I don't.
I'll let him debut amateur at the age of 15.
I think if they were interested in boxing, I'll let them do it as
Hobby?
like a hobby, like martial arts type of thing. Where like I would let my kid learn judo or Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but not like we're gonna go to regular tournaments where like your face can get fucked up.
No,
and I
usually
have
when
to
they're
go
young-
home to your mother and explain like,
When-
Like
when-
my son got fucked.
yeah.
I think under 18 they make you wear headgear and shit, bro.
Even still though, like
You can
if it was not like if my kid is not like actually into it, where like he's gonna like I'm not gonna drive 3 hours and you lose match 1. Like if we're gonna go to
That's when you
tournament
get
at
screamed
16,
at in the-
he better be like a really like good fighter.
That's when you just yell at your kid in the fucking passenger seat.
Let's fucking go! You better get the fuck up! Get the fuck up! No more fucking PlayStation!
No, honestly, I'd be hella like nothing against the UFC where it's fighters. I'd be pretty disappointed if my son came up to me and was like, I want to be a UFC fighter. Because it's
Really?
like, because people are going to the
Ultimate fighting champion.
yeah, because it's like, I would hope I have enough money where you don't have to get paid to like get brain damage.
What if Burgess would love of the game?
I highly doubt a lot of these people are doing it without the financial incentive. That's why. Because if you really love it for the love of the game, you would just.
Everyone
join
wants to
it.
be like Conor McGregor rich, bro.
You see the key?
But if I'm well enough, where my kid can just do whatever they want.
Which one?
The one where it's like, I'm gonna mercy kill this fool, and he's like, I will make your god.
Oh yeah, like
Right.
some Buddhist ass shit.
That guy's not in it for the money, bro. It's like, yeah.
He just
Well,
wanna
there
kill
are
you,
people
bro.
like Khabib who used to like train with fucking Russian bears and shit. Like he's in it for the sport, but like
I will make
I'm just saying, me if I came with like a
3
shit
months
ton of
back,
money
it's
and I had a
not-
kid, it's like you can't just like I can't give you $1 million and you start a hedge fund, bro. Like it has to be ultimate. You have to work for
You
Dana.
know,
White.
one thing you have to be rich as fuck to get into though.
What?
Racing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, but if my kid, if my kid was like, if I had enough money, my kid was in the race, I would have
You would
another.
let him drive, but you
I would
wouldn't
have
let
let
him.
Lewis Hamilton. Yeah.
You would let him pole vault, but you'd let him drive.
You let
I'm not
him-
saying as a 6-year-old.
Oh.
No, obviously.
I'm saying, like,
That's what
14.
go
When did
karting
they
is
even
for.
start learning that?
Go
Probably
karting.
14.
Go karting is where you start off.
Oh, God, that makes sense. But I would
What
support
if they want to do like equestrian horses and stuff like that?
Just get out my house, bro.
equestrian horse, like just riding horses.
No, like
Horseback?
like the
Horseback jumping?
Horseback riding is sport.
Yes. It is.
What do you
Like
do?
competition, like
Yep,
once
where
you
they do
race.
like the jump
Oh,
shows
racing.
and that kind of stuff. Oh, you mean like
Isn't there racing?
jockeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's horse
But it's
racing.
an actual competition.
Yeah, it's like that.
It's like track and
That
field.
sounds
What do you
very.
think motherfuckers are betting on, bro?
Okay, you're right. But
Come on.
those are for the horses, though.
They
Not
don't
the
ride
horses.
it. There's
Yeah,
no,
they
like,
do
riding.
ride the horses. That's
They
the
ride them,
jockeys.
but those people aren't famous.
Yeah, it's the horses that are famous.
Who said
Like,
anything
no-
about fame?
No, but no.
I said, what if your son wanted to do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, no
Who's
one
that?
actually
What the
wants to be a
fuck?
horse. Like, I don't think. I don't think people.
What if you want to do polo?
Water polo?
No, polo.
The,
It's
the
the
horse
horse
version
version.
of fucking
Oh.
croquet.
No, I would support it. Yeah.
Polo.
Yeah.
I don't think I've actually seen any gameplay of polo.
What if she's like, Dad, I want
I've
to
done some events at polo grounds, and the people there are just kind of funny to me. When I did the polo events, you would see older folks with the sweater.
Oh my god, you dead ass.
No, not the
Like
sweater.
the sweater.
Like
sock,
I'm talking
the
about
sweater
old
sock.
dudes, by the way. Old dudes are wearing it looks
Yeah,
like
they tie
Donald
in-
Trump fashion.
Yeah, yeah.
Like chino shorts,
Yeah.
white polo, belt tucked in, high socks, but then you have the sweater,
on top.
yeah,
cape
yeah,
type of thing.
Yeah.
and that's like the uniform. So it's like very funny. And then I'm working the event, and what
Straight
I
out
was
of
doing
a
was
fucking like comic, bro.
no, yeah, seriously. Like that one Gumball episode where they're talking to like the flat characters.
Yeah.
They look like that. But what I was doing was they have like a little zone for the kids who don't want to watch. There's like bounce houses there.
I'll jump into that.
So it's like free for them. So I'm just watching them basically, and giving out popcorn.
Hell yeah.
And a dude the same age as me, like I was in 9th grade at the time, or maybe even 8th grade. This kid is probably older than me. Is like chatting it up with me. I'm just like it's casual conversation type shit. And then like this might be his third. Like he gets popcorn, we're chatting, he leaves. This might be the third time he's doing this now. He slides. He goes, "Oh, you should just come up with us and watch the game." Look this motherfucker like, dude, I'm working. Like, the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Can't just leave, bro.
What's that?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's like, yeah, why don't you just come up and watch the
You
game?
just need to do it for the fun, bro.
That's what I'm like. You think I'm giving you popcorn because I just want to, bro? Like, what the hell?
What if he
But
was like, Dad, I want to learn cricket?
oh fuck it, bro. Do you know how
Cricket is lit. No, but
Bro, it's
cricket.
just like, it's such like a weird thing.
dude, like
bro.
2 billion people watch cricket?
Yeah, no, but it's like,
Bro, never heard of Brian Lara before.
That's what I'm saying, right?
oh,
Trinidadian cricket player, man.
Yeah,
World record
famous.
for the most innings in a single game.
world famous.
Yeah.
You know who that is.
If you know cricket, you probably know
Yeah,
the name.
exactly.
Bro.
And you have no idea who
But
it
you'd never watched a game of cricket in
is.
your
He
life.
does not know who it is, bro.
You
Look
watch
at
cricket
him.
on a regular basis.
Sometimes.
Nah, he does not watch cricket.
No, I don't watch cricket. I think it's cool though.
Name one position on a cricket field.
Forward.
Is that a position?
Oh, outfield.
You could have said
Outfield.
pitcher, bro. Like,
Outfield.
They're not called pitchers. They're called bowlers.
Yeah.
What about the catcher? Is it called catcher?
What do you mean a catcher?
The guy that's
They
behind
call it
the
zoom.
thing.
There is nothing. There is nobody behind.
Behind the pylon?
There is
Isn't there a guy there?
There is nobody behind the pylon. You want to get hit with that fucking ball moving at the speed of a fucking?
I did it in baseball.
Is
You're
the
the guy
baseball made
behind.
of a solid fucking material?
Yes, it's made out of a solid material, John. It hurts.
The baseball is basically a mini bowling ball. Have you ever seen a cricket ball?
No.
They're heavy.
How the fuck does it bounce if it's a bowling ball?
Special material.
Because it's not the size of a bowling ball, and it's also in like grass.
You think if you shrunk a bowling ball, it would bounce?
Bro, I'm telling you. Yeah.
No.
I don't know. It's not the exact same material, but it's like as hot as a bowling ball, bro. Definitely hotter than a fucking
fact check
baseball,
this
bro.
fucking guy.
You think it's like some fucking mid-ass thing, bro? I've been hit with a cricket ball before, bro. That
Yeah,
shit
I've been
hurts.
hit by a baseball before. Bro.
What's it made of? I just know that shit hurts, and it's hard.
Like, hold on. It's literally leather.
I don't think it is leather.
What if your
bro.
kid unironically wanted to do like esports? Like he's 8 years old.
Alright, it says a cricket ball is harder than baseball.
No, I mean yeah. But
I didn't know.
Alright, let's
It's
say
made
your
with
kid
a
is
cork core.
No fucking wonder that shit fucking stinks.
Wrapped in string and then covered in leather.
okay, so your kid's 8 years old, right? You got him a PC, and he's like, I unironically, my dream is just to play video games.
I'll give him a
That
bit.
was literally me to my dad when I was like 10.
And he said, "Fuck you."
What, yeah, he said fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, like he was literally like, yeah, no.
He's like, "Nah, you're not doing. You're
Now
not."
he's like, yo, you should shoot me, bro. I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out.
Okay, so you would let your kid?
Yeah.
Like how serious would you
This is
take
what
it?
this is the
I have
thing
to
about
see
though.
the talent first.
The worst purchase worst purchase I've ever had in my life was a computer, bro.
It ruined everything. else
It
for you.
literally made me so lazy.
Why?
Because it's just how I grew up. Because I was so addicted to using it.
But how do you make you lazy? Like you just don't want to.
Like, I
You
didn't
didn't want to
do
do anything but play
anything.
games. Bro.
Yeah, and so I would have to limit it from my child, just from how I experienced it.
But he wants to do it competitively. So what would you do? Like I was talking about Nat with this.
If he,
A
he
kid's
gotta-
day is very small if you think about it.
yeah, they have 8 hours of sleep and then they have 8 hours of school.
Yeah, which and then but you gotta like shower, do homework. Like I was talking to Nat and I was like, the parents who are like, oh, I only let my kid watch 2 TV shows a day.
You're
I'm
a big
like,
room.
that's an hour of TV. Like that is not a lot of time, bro. Like
Let the guy have some free time, bro.
that's what I was saying. I was like, you think it sounds good, but it's like
It's just prison.
it's an hour of screen
You
time.
have a
Like
bedtime for your kid?
I had one.
yeah,
I haven't.
depends on the time or it depends on the age. Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
it
Monday
changed
through
as I
Thursday,
grew up.
what? What is it?
Monday through Thursday.
School nights.
No, it depends on how old the kid is. If the kid is under like 10 years old, that's just
That's you go to bed at 8
Monday
p.m.
through Sunday. Like
No, I mean like, what year do you stop?
I stopped having a.
7th grade.
I stopped having a bedtime at like 17.
Bro, I stopped having a bedtime.
17.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Wait. A bedtime. Not. You had to be in the house. You had to be.
No, I have to be
asleep.
in my room.
So you couldn't even be in the living room.
Lights out.
You had to be in bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't stop that until I was like 16.
I think until I was 15, my bedtime was no. So when I was up to 12, my bedtime was 8 p.m.
Yep.
I had to be in my room, not allowed to use any devices.
What? Would you
Lights
would
off.
sleep the DS?
The only thing I
Yeah.
did sleep my DS sometimes.
Sneak it.
God
I had to
forbid
do
I
it.
got caught. Bro. If I got caught, bro, my ass would get beat.
Yeah, so-
Really? I would get
Yeah.
I would do the sleep thing like so much. Me and my parents, it became like a game. Like one time, my dad walks in. Right? No, right? My eyes are closed because I have to pretend to be asleep. The room is pitch black. My dad stays in the room, goes good night, closes the door as if he left.
And it stays.
Yeah, then you open the DS. He's like, oh, I got your ass. You know what I mean? Like that's how my house dynamic was. It was like I remember my mom would try and make me laugh. Like you know what I mean? Let's try and say shit to like make you crack, but veins.
Yeah.
Cold as steel, buddy. That Pokemon Y needed to be played.
Yeah, for
Do
sure.
not fucking play
No, I used to sneak it all the time, and like I would.
But
I
8
got
o'clock at
paid.
15, you too?
Yeah. No.
Like we knew each
No,
other.
I was
And
in
you said
eight.
go to bed at 8?
No,
When I
I
moved-
used to go to bed at 8 until
So when does your bedtime change?
my
So
bedtime changed. Oh, go ahead.
when I turned 15, it went up to 9.
Wait, I'm saying like you're 5 years old, like 5 to 10, you just have to go to bed at like what, 6 p.m.?
8.
8.
So your entire life is just 8.
Yeah.
For majority of my life, yeah, my bedtime was 8.
For me, every time I age, like every new grade, it was like 30 minutes, 15 minutes. That's why I'm like, whoa, that's crazy.
No, I think 6th grade is when it hit it for 9. I could start. going
Really?
Yeah.
When I turned like 14 or 15, it went to 9. Then when I turned 16, it turned to 10.
Were you just like, this is retarded?
The
Yeah.
only reason.
Fuck me.
The only
But-
reason.
You were like, yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah. Like
The only
I
reason my time extended is because I started to play baseball more seriously, and my practices would get out at 8.
right. So you'd
So
have
then
more
I would
time
get
off.
home at
Yeah.
I would get home an hour later at
Yeah.
9, and then I would go straight to bed.
So what were you saying?
Yeah, but like as I got like after 15, every year it increased by like an hour, and then I think when I was like 17 or 18, like that final year I was in Trinidad, my parents didn't have a bedtime for me.
I used to have a bedtime. I had a bedtime in high school. It was 10 p.m.
I didn't have a bedtime.
I had to fight for that 10 p.m. I had to literally beat my dad in basketball to get 10 p.m. I'm not even kidding. Because he bet it,
Oh.
because it was a bet. I was like, if I win, we have my bedtime
It's
at
10.
10. Because it was on my birthday. This is my
If you
birthday.
lose, it's 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's, bro,
Fuck.
it was indoor
Give
basketball
me,
in my room.
give me your
How
life,
close is
bro.
it?
Give me your life.
It was game point. It was like 11-10 or 12-10, win by 2. Yeah, it came down to the wire, bro. I
Yeah.
splashed it in his face, bro. I was so happy, bro. Just straight bang.
In Trinity, was the bedtime thing more of an acceptable thing? Like, do kids go out at night? No, kids don't go out at night. Like, I'm talking like high school. They don't go out at night.
I mean, like,
Bro, the
kids
kids
go by like a friend's house, but that's it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, the kids here.
But like that's not
like-
during the school week, bro. Well, if it's during the school week, you're never going out. Bro.
Now I don't have bedtime, bro, man.
Well, yeah. Were you mad though? Because I feel like
No,
for us,
Well,
I was saying for us, like the people our age,
Didn't
there's
have-
no bed. There's not even a house time for some of these people.
I was upset, like, when I was growing up,
Yeah.
because I was like, damn, all my friends are still on, like,
Oh, playing video games.
yeah, I was
Gotcha.
like, damn, I can't even.
Nah,
chill.
bro.
Mine was TV.
The weekend was Wild West for me, bro.
Oh, the weekend was.
The weekend was the Wild
Even on the
West.
weekend, and I still had to go to bed.
That's crazy. No, that's rough.
We used to call him bedtime boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we would be playing CS:GO. I'm talking me, him, and I'll bleep their names, but Austin and Patrick.
Yeah.
And literally, like, we were playing like competitive matches, hide and seek, blah blah. It'd be
And
like
Uncle would come in.
10 o'clock hits, and we're just like bedtime boy.
boy. Let's go.
He would try and push it though.
Yeah, I
He
pushed
would
it a lot.
Push it.
I would push it a lot. It'd be 10:30, right? I hear the knock.
He might start annoying us at 10:30. We might be like, "Isn't it bedtime?" Like,
Wow.
I remember one time, like, Patrick was like, "It's bedtime, bro." Like, time to
He's
go
the
to
reason why I'm called it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's fun.
Yeah, I pushed it a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
So,
would you have a bedtime?
yeah,
for your kid?
that's what I was gonna ask.
100%.
Really, you think your
I'd
experience?
be reasonable though.
So I want
Not
to
my
hear.
fault.
I want to hear it. Like they're, I would say bedtime starts at 4 years old, right? So at 4, to what age do they have this one standard bedtime? What is it?
I'd say till 9.
That's
And
unfair, honestly.
I'm not mad.
no, they have the bedtime is 9.
Yeah.
And it's until like their 11 low key. But then there'd be
That's extremely fair. Yeah.
then there'd be exceptions. Like if there's there's like a friend's birthday party that like at night or some bullshit, then you can go and do whatever you do.
Well, I'd probably talk to the parents and be like, "Your
Yeah,
kid is
yeah.
8 years old. Why is there a party lasting until midnight?" Like I unironically be like,
yeah.
"This should happen at 4 p.m. Chuck E. Cheese."
No,
Like, this
because
is
when I was 12, I remember going to a party until midnight once, bro.
You happy?
That never
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
No, bro, because it was a friend's going away party because she was moving to the
So you were
States.
sad.
Nah, I didn't give a fuck, bro. I was there to have fun. It was basically we took the club to our house, bro. Motherfuckers were 12 years old, by the way.
Mhm.
Dirty whining.
That's insane, bro.
I wish I had pictures of my fit that night, bro. I looked like a fucking geezer, bro.
Only in Trinity.
What are you guys listening to? Do you guys listen to?
We were listening to dancehall, bro, at that age, bro.
Are you listening to like Vibes Cartel?
Yes, bro.
Is he a legend for you guys?
World boss, of course, bro. You fucking kidding
He's
me?
home.
Vibes on the Vibes Cartel.
Did you see the video? You know Safari?
Wait, was Romping Shop at that party?
Yes,
That's insane.
What does that mean?
it's a song.
You didn't.
Oh.
It's a Vibes Cartel song.
Okay. That's good.
I just want you to know
Then
that
that's
the
that's
first lyric
too,
is.
bro.
Go ahead.
You
What's
go
the
ahead.
first lyric?
You go ahead.
No, no, go
You
ahead.
go ahead. I can't remember it right now, bro. You go ahead.
Your family's big on vibes?
Yeah.
Is every island person
Yeah.
just like
Okay. Ease it.
Yeah. Have you
Sing,
seen
bro.
what is it? What's the lyric?
Come, you have to wine on the cocky line. Cartel spinning like a satellite. That's a insane song for a 12-year-old boy.
Do you know who Safari is? The rapper? He's like this he's not super popular, but he's like a Jamaican rapper. And he saw Vibes like in the first concert, like back home, and he was crying. Do you think that's reasonable?
Bro, that guy's actually like
Yeah?
legend in the
Like if
Caribbean,
you were
bro.
there, like at that concert, you think you would
Who
shed
would you
tears?
compare him
Is he
like
not
a
the Jack?
visionary, like of America.
No, is he like Michael Jackson of the islands?
Yeah, I would say so.
to? I mean,
I would say so.
and if you
bro.
ask any Caribbean person, they'll know Vibes Cartel.
He's
Would they be
literally
like-
known throughout the entire.
If I asked an island person, they'd be like, he's bigger than Michael Jackson.
Maybe.
I don't
Like, you know how people in Atlanta...
I don't know if they'd say he's bigger than Michael. In the Caribbean, 100% he's bigger than Michael Jackson.
Well, because in Atlanta, people would be like, Future's bigger than Drake. And they mean that in the literal sense. Like, they'd be like, you cannot convince them with any actual stats. They'd be like, Future is a bigger artist than Drake.
I think Vibes Cartel might be bigger than MJ. In the Caribbean.
That's crazy.
In the Caribbean, for sure.
Yeah.
Worldwide, definitely not. But
Nah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
Michael Jackson.
you can't be the king of rock.
I mean, yeah, if you, imagine going to fucking Britain and telling them Vibes Cartel. They lose their mind.
Some road man, bro.
Vibes Cartel.
So if you went to a Vibes Cartel concert,
God,
he has
that-
classic songs that you already know, the lyrics.
I'm
and
crying.
I'm telling you from the
You would cry.
from the first note, Nick.
I'm-
It'll erupt, bro. Like it's like Runaway, like every song.
So were you as a child, you grew up on him, right?
Mhm.
Were you sad when he got locked up? Or he was already locked up when you're...
I'm pretty sure he's already locked up.
Were you just like...
Bro, he's been locked up almost my entire life.
Yeah,
bro.
so because he was already locked up when you're legit, it doesn't matter? Or were you just like Like, were you a kid being like, I hope he's free one day? Like, would you ever think about that? Like,
I mean, I didn't think I knew he was locked up when I was a kid.
oh,
I'm not gonna
got
lie.
you, got you.
But the thing was, when I was growing up originally, like until I was like 11 or so, I
Is he
hated
bigger than Bob
that
Marley?
shit.
You hated all that music?
I hated any Caribbean. I mean, liked American music growing up, bro, for a bit.
Were you like an Ameriboo?
What does that mean?
Like a weed for America?
No, like I used to, my favorite artist growing up was Eminem, bro. And I used to
That's
listen.
pretty,
No,
bro,
but I
that's
used to.
kinda
I used to
too
listen
First
to
thing I listened to.
like the music I used to listen to growing up was like Ludacris, DMX, Eminem.
So they're listening
Well,
to
you're more
vibes.
cultured than like most.
That's how I'm like. They're listening to vibes and shit, and then you're listening to like
And that's-
Stan.
Yeah,
Like,
Mockingbird.
yeah.
Wait, do you think he's bigger than Bob Marley?
Bob's Got Talent.
Nah. You think?
In this day and age, I think so.
Really?
Bro, I'm trying to tell you.
I think a lot of people just overgas Bob Marley at this point in life.
Oh,
bro.
really?
Because Bob Marley was like the MJ.
What do the trendy people think of Bob Marley? Are they like, okay, people nowadays in the West, they look at the Beatles as overrated. Like, they don't respect the Beatles at all.
People don't. No, everybody respects Bob Marley, bro. It's Bob Marley.
Okay.
You can't disrespect Bob Marley like that.
No, like, straight up
I
nowadays,
would say
people
Bob
don't
Marley
care.
is like the MJ of Caribbean.
For sure.
No, yeah. Who's a big artist in the U.S. that they love?
In Trinidad?
Yeah. Like a U.S. artist, not like a islands type of music.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like literally, like.
I'm trying to think, bro, because like when I'm in
Did they have a DaBaby moment?
we had a lot of Young Boy.
I do remember that song.
Young Boy, 21 Savage, but now it's more Big X the Plug. I'm trying to remember this other guy's name, bro. Fuck.
That's like when.
So is it just like Florida rap?
Yeah, basically.
You know when
Kodak
the
was
people
huge in
from
Trinidad.
Africa?
Kodak was pretty big in Trinidad. bro.
I feel it's like that. You said Kodak Black is big in Trinidad?
Kodak Black is pretty big in Trinidad too.
Is that because a lot of Trinity people, when they go to the States, they're going to Florida? And so they know people in
I
Florida?
mean, a lot of people from the Caribbean only go to really Florida.
Yeah.
It's either Florida or New York most of the time.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a lot of Trinidadians in New York.
Did you ever have like a friend that moved to the States that was in like Georgia or something where you're like, I'm really never gonna see your ass again?
I had a friend, I haven't talked to this kid in years, bro.
Went to Minnesota.
No, he lives in Texas, bro.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay.
He lives in San Antonio, Texas, I think it was last time.
Charles Barkley.
Bring your ass over here. I love that clip so much. I ain't been in Minnesota in like 20 years. Bring your ass. So when would you have a bedtime for your kid? Well, I want to finish with you. So you said 4 to 11. That's like
4
9
to 11
o'clock.
and 9 o'clock.
Which I think is super reasonable.
And then I'll bump it to 10 from 11 to like 13.
Okay.
And then from like 14 to 18 midnight, bro.
And is that midnight house rules or bed rules? Like they have to be home by 12 or they have to be home by 10?
You
bed by
gotta
12?
be home. I mean, you're fucking yourself up if you're not home by midnight, bro. Dead ass. Because you gotta wake up at 6 a.m. for school anyways, bro.
I heard.
And that's one thing you're fucking doing, it's not missing school, bro. My dad never let me miss school, bro. I've gone to school, I literally tell him, Dad, I feel sick. He was like, you're going to school?
And
And
you're
then I'd go
happy
to
about
school,
that
throw
nowadays?
up, and then come home.
Are you happy about that nowadays? Like, do you think your dad did a good thing? Like, a good...
Oh, definitely not, but I mean, like,
So you would do that to your kid, though?
fuck that shit, bro.
Yo, what? This is your imaginary kid!
In 8th grade, I got a bloody nose.
Yeah.
Because I got elbowed in the nose playing football. My dad said, "You good?" I said, "Yeah." And he's like, he looked at her. The protocol is to take your kid home. He looked at me and he said, "He's good." and then left me at school.
So he went to your school,
Yes.
checked on you, and
Yes.
went, I'm not taking him home.
Yes. Even though that's protocol.
Yeah, that's...
Like they were like, "Sir, you gotta take your son home." He said, "My son said he's good." Yeah. And I
So
went
when
to math
he-
class.
So when he said that, were you like, I didn't mean it like that, bro?
No, I.
Or were you just like, I already
looked
know
at
what's
him
up?
and I was like, I mean, I had more fun in school than at home. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'm cool with this.
Home was Alcatraz, bro.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say-
For me, it was, bro. If I was sick, bro, I gotta sit and lie down in my bed.
That literally
the
makes
entire
it
day.
worse. I hate when they say that. It literally makes it worse.
What?
Laying down all day when you're sick instead of like doing anything
I was
you wanted to
literally
do.
subjected to mental torture, bro. I watched Beethoven 9 times in one day, bro. Because
The dog movie?
the dog movie. We had it on DVD, and my
talked about this
because
last-
my parents I had a TV, remember, right? But my parents didn't allow me to have cable during the school year.
What?
Yeah. So I had a cable box in my room.
Bro!
I had a cable box in my room, but they took the code away during the school year, bro.
Nah, I just,
My
So
parents
all I
are
was
ending up
allowed-
on the news, bro. And I'm at
I didn't watch TV growing up.
No, that was all I
I was
had.
on YouTube.
That was all I had.
damn.
I
I
only
watched
got
SpongeBob, but like that was on.
I only
YouTube.
got an hour of computer use a day.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Parents think that's like reasonable. It's like 1 hour. Like nigga, that is 7 hours in a week.
I used to crash
That's
out,
nothing, bro.
because I'd be playing games on the Cartoon Network website,
Classic.
and I'd be like, I'm in the middle of a you remember that one MMORPG they made about?
Ball.
Yeah. I was playing that, and every time, bro, I had to restart my game because my dad would delete the game off the PC, bro,
That's crazy.
and I never remembered the login. So
Damn.
I had to redownload the
When
game.
you were a kid, when they said characters for your password, what did you do? Did you actually type? I typed superhero characters as my password, and it would be like 800 letter long.
What do you mean superhero?
And I would
characters?
never remember that.
What?
What do you mean
Right,
superhero?
a bunch of superhero names.
Because I thought that's what it meant when you said characters.
That's
Bro,
Right,
I would
8 to
put
12
like-
characters, bro.
Yeah, I put like Batman, SpongeBob, Robin.
I know passwords.
No, I used to
I had
know
no
passwords.
idea,
I used to
bro.
use the same password on it. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I used to use like either
No,
my birthday
bro,
or something.
when I first figured out what a character was on the keyboard, it changed
Change your life. Yeah, change your life.
I can remember my Club Penguin, bro.
No, I was heavy on TV. Like, heavy. Like, I'm talking about, like, if my parents took TV away.
I was crashing out, bro.
Nah, dude. My dad would stay downstairs, and my room was on the upstairs, and my mom's room was on the upstairs. I would just go to her room. Watch TV, maybe every 15 minutes. Like,
Check, take a little peek, bro.
Dead ass. I'm so sick. Bro, like, I love TV so much, bro. I remember they took it away from me. And it's like, I'm watching, I'm maybe like 9 years old, still watching the Power Rangers. Just like, I need to watch them, bro. Like,
I never was big on TV except for SpongeBob.
I loved TV. I mean, I was watching, like, I don't even know, because it's like, the way I look back on it, a lot of it is just slop. A lot of the live action shit. Like, a lot of Nickelodeon shows were slop. Like, I remember being that little. We watched an episode of Drake and Josh, and we tried watching iCarly when it came back to Netflix. With iCarly specifically, I was like, this shit's not even fun.
No.
Like, iCarly, this is how a scene is said. Like,
I would turn off the TV when I see that.
bro, a scene is literally like, there's a problem. Freddy gives a solution to the problem.
They don't.
Sam goes, you are an F slur. And then laugh track. No, like literally. Then it's just like laugh track.
It's just Sam abusing Freddy laugh track, bro.
No, we watched
Mixed
like
in with some toe shit for Dan Schneider.
yeah, no, like we're like 3 episodes in. I look at that. I'm like, every single joke has just been Freddy sucks. And I'm like, Freddy honestly is a cool character.
Just Sam
He's so
bullying
funny.
Freddy, bro. That's
Yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Drake and Josh, I think is a good bit better.
Whenever
That's
SpongeBob
kinda
turned
dry.
on, I would change the channel. Like whenever SpongeBob wasn't on, I would change the channel.
You
to, like,
never even
Cartoon
watched
Network.
Avatar, bro.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like Avatar
I'm
was
sorry to hear that, bro.
easy.
When Cartoon Network had like anything other than like regular show or like,
You turn it off.
You didn't even watch.
Or Adventure Time.
I watched Gumball a little bit.
You didn't even watch Teen Titans Go. Come
That
on.
was-
Fuck Teen
that
Titans
was
Go,
cool.
bro.
We weren't.
Yeah, we were.
Teen Titans
I prefer the
Not
regular Teen
super
Titans, bro.
old though. Like
We
I'm,
like-
I'm not saying I love that show. No, we weren't.
How old were we?
Maybe 11, which is not too old.
I definitely remember
Teen
being
Titans
older
Go
than
was
that,
that
bro.
deep, bro?
Yeah.
No way.
No, it came out like a while ago.
I remember growing up on Teen Titans.
I would either watch like regular show. I would be okay with Gumball.
Okay, it's crazy.
I didn't even
Gumball
watch
is
Adventure
amazing.
Time.
I watched Adventure Time and then
I
eventually.
hated how Finn looked, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like the animation that much, but eventually, like after a couple seasons, it becomes very like
There's a story.
there's a story. So if I missed like 5 episodes, I just had to give up the show because it's
trying to
like
think.
Netflix didn't exist. You know what I mean?
I'm trying
It's
to
like-
think, bro. What else was on it back then, bro?
I mean, I actually watched
Generator
like,
X,
Fanboy.
bro.
Who?
You don't know Generator X?
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Generator Rex?
I mean, I didn't personally really watch it like that,
I fucked with Gen.
but there's a reason why I got
Saturdays, bro. You don't know the
canceled.
Saturdays?
Yo, the
bro?
Saturdays, did y'all? Wait, that's a show.
What
Yeah.
the fuck is
No,
the
I don't know.
Saturdays?
I was. I thought you were talking about Saturday morning cartoons on the
What
CW.
is the Saturdays?
I don't know.
You don't know?
What
Is that a live
Saturdays?
action thing? Or?
No, it's a
It's a
cartoon.
cartoon. I've never heard of that.
It was the same time as like Ben 10 Ultimate.
On
and
Cartoon
shit.
Network?
Yeah.
How is
That
it
might be
playing-
Trinity Cable, bro. I'm like,
No.
I'm not even
Well,
joking.
how is it playing two trails at the same time?
No, I mean like
No,
it's
like,
around.
it's
It was
on
around
the
that
same
era.
time.
It was around that era, bro.
The Saturdays, I don't know.
So it was like the Saturdays, Generator X, Ultimate Ben 10.
No, I gotta look this up.
What other show? Chowder, bro.
I mean, I would say Total Drama was on.
I fucking love
Total Drama Island.
That was a
That
good
was a
show.
good
That by when
You
that
talking about the girl group?
huh?
The girl group? It says, oh, the Secret Saturdays.
Yeah.
I still
Whatever it is.
Can I see a photo? Oh, I never tapped into it. I know what you're talking about.
I
Yeah.
used to watch
I
that.
never tapped into it. Did you guys watch the Total Drama like
I only watched
prequel?
Island. I only watched Island.
No, it's not Total Drama. Like 16 again or 16?
16.
You saw 16?
I
saw 16?
Did you watch the surf one? The surfing one? There's another show made by the
one?
yeah. There's another show made by the
I
same
only
creator
watched
guy.
Total Drama Island, bro.
So that same production company, they're Canadian production company. They had another show called 16 that was
That show was a
popular
banger,
before
bro.
Total Drama.
That's why I used to watch.
One of the characters was Chris McClain.
Nice.
Like one of the characters, whenever he talks, it puts me off so bad because it's like Chris McClain.
Yeah, I only watched Total Drama Island.
The first season?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
What was the name of the company again?
With Heather and Gwen.
Yeah.
What was the name of the animation studio for 16?
I don't remember.
I remember when she had her top ripped off in that one episode. Classic.
It was
No,
on.
but Total
It was on a jet
Drama
ski, right?
is such an amazing show because it's such a time and place type of show. Like it couldn't have come out before or after its time. Because it was right after Survivor. Like Survivor has to come out.
Stoked.
And like the edginess of it couldn't have come out later. You know, because they wouldn't do the Heather shit now.
Yeah. On Nickelodeon, this was the lineup. It was SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, and then
I'm about to blow your mind. But keep going.
I think that was it.
Let me tell you how addicted I was to TV. I was watching Fanboy and Chum Chum.
I hate that show.
Bro, I hate.
I hate-
to
no,
watch it, bro.
legitimately-
it was my least favorite show on. on
That's what I'm
Nickelodeon,
saying,
bro.
yeah. Like, there are shows that I just didn't watch because it genuinely seemed disinterested to me, like Sanjay and Craig. Like, I never tapped into an episode because it's like, that just didn't look interesting to me. But there are shows that I would watch as a kid that even as a kid I didn't even fucking mind. It's just like, this is on. I don't know though.
What years were we watching TV though? Like 2010s?
Yeah.
Earlier than that for me, bro.
Yeah, I would say a bit earlier.
I remember watching OG Ben 10 when episodes were dropping, bro.
I unironically remember at 4 years old I got a TV. Like, cause
I remember we had
our
a box TV still, bro.
Yeah, I had a box TV.
Bro, I wasn't watching any of this.
I remember just going up to the TV, putting like my arm on it, bro, and just see all my arms there stand up, bro.
No, I'm literally thinking about it right now. This memory came back. I unironically, like, we get the TV. We moved into a new apartment because my sister's being born,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sharing a room with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he's unironically, I'm 4 years old, putting me onto SpongeBob. Like he's literally like watch this. This is a good one. Like type shit. Like imagine a kid not knowing what SpongeBob is. You know what I mean? And just being like, just trust me. And it was deadass. Like it was weird. Every time my brother showed me, because my brother also showed me Dragon Ball, he would somehow because like we had the guide, and he'd be like, "Oh, it's the first episode. Watch, like you have to watch it." Like when I
Bro was
first
ahead of his time, bro.
Dragon Ball was his time though.
No. I mean, like, understand how to use the guide function on a
Oh yeah.
bro. I did not understand that shit, bro.
No, he's 6 years older than me.
Yeah.
So when I'm 4, he's 10. So
Yeah.
Bro, I did not watch any of these shows, bro.
really, I was watching Cartoon Network when there wasn't even cartoons.
Bro,
They had live
anything
TV?
that was live action, bro, I was not watching it, bro. I didn't watch Danny Phantom. I didn't watch.
Danny
Danny
Phantom's
Phantom's not live action.
No, I mean that was a
I
comic.
used to watch
Oh,
the Fairly Odd Parents as well a lot.
Yeah, that was a
too.
period at the end of that sentence.
Oh,
This is a new subject.
yeah,
I didn't watch Danny Phantom. I didn't watch Chowder. I didn't watch Camp Lazlo, bro. Like,
I watched Camp Lazlo.
I'm not watching none of that, bro.
I'm
watching
telling you,
SpongeBob.
I was addicted, bro.
I'm watching SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents. I'll let it stay on if it's Jimmy Neutron.
You let Jimmy Neutron stay on, bro?
My thing is,
didn't watch
honestly,
Jimmy
all of
Neutron.
these
I fuck with
shows,
Jimmy Neutron,
it
bro.
only works for kids, bro. Like, Jimmy Neutron
If I was to
low-key
rewatch
is
that
a
shit
boring
now-
fucking show.
It was.
Yeah. If I was to watch that shit now, I'd be so dumb.
Like on
That's what I'm
Cartoon
saying.
Network, like I'm watching regular show.
But I watch regular show now.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch
That's a-
regular
no,
shows
that's
right
because
now.
That's a unique case.
Yeah, like, I watch Gumball right now.
I would.
No, trust me. Gumball is still.
I never.
They keep
was,
like-
I mostly
I
watch.
wasn't watching on the ball.
I mostly watch South Park now.
Gumball's so funny because it's meta as fuck.
This man said so.
Bro, I
not-
fucking
I
love
never-
South Park.
I hate the way that show looks, bro.
I love South Park.
never liked
bro.
South Park.
I fucking
Hot take.
love South Park.
It's
bro.
not even the animation style. I genuinely like. I have a friend who actually like really likes South Park. So he's like, "Let me put you on." Blah blah. He played at least 2 to 3 episodes.
And you thought they were all dumb as shit?
No, not even dumb. Like, I deadass just did not even crack a smile. No, I genuinely do not find South Park funny. Like, I'm literally watching it, trying to like it. I'm just like, yeah, that joke.
What other cartoon shows on Cartoon Network were there?
Codename Kid Next Door.
The Misadventures
Codename Kids Next Door was a classic, but I didn't watch it that
The
much.
Misadventures of Flapjack, bro.
That show didn't.
Foster's Home. Foster's Home.
That's the birthplace of everything, bro.
That show was too weird for me.
JG worked on it.
I fucking loved Flapjack, bro. The one episode that still sticks in my brain to this day was the episode about maple syrup, bro.
I don't remember the last.
Also, the episode where Bubby got a boyfriend. That big ass black sperm wheel, bro.
Yeah, I don't.
You remember? Like,
I saw the
motherfucker
premiere of that
business,
show.
bro. That motherfucker made
I saw the
business.
premiere of the show where it showed like that creepy ass candy woman.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
turn
bot
that shit
and
off
the
and
candy
shit,
guy's
yeah.
wife.
A lot of
Candy
earlier
Island.
2000s Cartoon Network shows were very like creepy.
And
Like, even
also-
Chowder has creepy.
They also
elements,
played
too.
like that weird ass scream where it's like where they zoom on the face like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they did that shit in SpongeBob.
Yeah, I
too.
know. I didn't really fuck with it, but
What else?
what was on Disney now? What was on Disney Channel? That was.
I was only gonna ask, did you watch Phineas and Ferb?
I did watch Phineas.
Really?
Fuck no.
I was a
We need
Phineas-
fun though.
I was a Phineas and Ferb
Nerdy-ass
head,
chicks,
bro.
I was
Two
not
ner-
on that, bro.
You know
What
they say
else was
Phineas
on
touch
TV?
Ferb. That's why you don't say shit.
What else was on fucking Disney Channel growing up?
Like if it was on and there was nothing on Cartoon Network, like,
I think Phineas and Ferb is a pretty good show though. Honestly,
I like
even
it.
like to this day, like it's
what
pretty
else
good.
was on Disney Channel?
Fuck if I know, bro. To be honest.
Disney Channel is more live action, so I was watching like
Lilo and Stitch.
Well, that's a movie.
No, there was a TV show for
Yeah,
Lilo and
I know.
Stitch.
Yeah, but we don't count that.
I watched the TV show
Really? You fucked with it?
Yeah.
You fucked with that movie? Have you ever been to Disney World?
once. Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Where'd you go, Disney World? Like Magic Kingdom?
Which one is that? The one in Florida, in Orlando?
There's 4 parks in Orlando. So Animal Kingdom is like Safari.
I went like the main one, so I guess Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
The one that has haunted house one, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I think so.
I
Really?
cried in that ride, bro.
Really? When'd you go?
What do you mean?
Like a JIT? You know, as a JIT or something?
I think I was 11.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, like I was.
It was my first time ever in an amusement park, bro. So
I wasn't watching Fish Hooks. Gravity Falls, I fucked with.
I watched Fish Hooks.
That's
I
an
watched
adult
Gravity
show, though.
Falls.
Yeah,
That
that's
would
a
be
show
crazy
you
for
keep
you.
up
I could rewatch Gravity Falls right now, to be
Yeah.
honest, I think.
That was a little
What else
crazy.
did they have?
He said Fish Hooks. You never saw Fish Hooks?
I watched
don't
Fish
fuck
Hooks.
with
Yeah.
Hooks, bro.
I
That's what I'm saying though. I really, bro, you can
I
name a
watched-
bunch of shows and it's like, I did watch that shit. Like,
What was that
American
one?
Dragon, I didn't
watch
shit.
that was fire.
Which one?
The one where
American
the
Dragon.
Jake
You
Paul.
watched that?
I watched that shit growing up. That was my favorite one on Disney
The
Channel.
Emperor's New School, I turned that shit
I-
off.
What?
I didn't like it. I
Dave
didn't
the
like,
Barbarian, I turned that shit
What is
off.
Dave the Barbarian,
I
bro?
don't know.
Kim Possible, I didn't watch. Proud Family, I didn't watch.
You didn't watch The Proud Family?
It just wasn't funny, man.
I didn't watch it either.
I watched
It was
the
low key a
movie.
bit older for us.
When the movie would replay, I'd watch it, bro.
Like for us,
And then
Yeah.
had,
they didn't
like,
replay
Wander
it.
Over Yonder, bro. Like,
That's a new show.
That was kind of.
That's
That was
2013.
like when we.
Yeah, that's a. If you watching Disney at fucking 2013, bro.
I'm about to blow his mind. Gravity Falls was a year before, bro.
A year before.
Actually, not even. It was 6 months before it.
Yeah.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Yeah, I was watching.
Wander Over Yonder. Can see
I
it?
watched a couple episodes of it, bro. It was a waste. The show sucked. Disney's animation side fell off
Wander
after.
Over Yonder.
Because I'm trying to think of
It's
That-
the one with, like the weird like
With the fucking moose looking thing.
There's no way that didn't have more than one.
Yeah,
season.
I remember that, bro.
That had
No,
to
but
be
like
episode.
I remember it like had like some depth to it apparently or some bullshit, bro.
depth.
I didn't give a fuck to do it because I only watched like 5
It
episodes.
looks like that one Netflix show that's just like a podcast.
Wander
You know what I'm talking
Yonder,
about? The one that's like ass.
It had a 3-year run.
3
It
years.
actually ended after Gravity Falls.
But it's
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Gravity Falls like.
I'm pretty-
15.
Was Invader Zim on Disney? Or was
Yes.
that?
Yeah, it was on Disney XD.
That was a Disney show?
No, it was Nick. It was Nick.
It was Nick and
Yeah,
Knight.
yeah, yeah.
Nick and Knight.
I didn't
No,
watch it, but like
Just Nick, I think. I never watched.
Ed and Eddie, I didn't watch.
I watched it. I love that.
That's so fire.
But I watched that.
So
I didn't even. I watched that on a Boomerang though.
Facts.
Boomerang is a crazy pull.
That is. a
That's
crazy
what I
show,
used to watch.
actually.
That's why I watched.
You're
Ed and
watching Boomerang.
I love. Didn't I show y'all that old like?
The
Remember they did that and it'd be like
the
little toys and
yeah,
shit.
Yeah,
the toy
yeah.
be walking.
Yeah.
You're watching Boomerang. And then it'd be fucking
What else?
Scooby Doo, bro.
Scooby.
What else did Boomerang have, bro?
Scooby Doo, literally Scooby Doo.
No, it had other shit in Trinidad too, bro.
Like the Flintstones. What's the future one? The Jetsons. I've never watched the Jetsons. I've never tapped into an episode. Of the
I watched
Jetsons.
like maybe 3 episodes.
They had a lot of Pink Panther.
Mm.
No, but if you gun to my head, if they're like hum the Jetson theme.
Nope, couldn't even imagine what it
I'm
sounds
calling
like.
my mom and telling her I love you, bro. It's over.
I need to see what Boomerang had, bro. Let me check.
Well, it's all the older.
They also had
Cartoon Network.
Yogi Bear.
Oh,
Yogi
yeah, the
Bear.
Yogi Bear. It's pretty fire. Low key.
Tom and Jerry was on that.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's. You could show a fucking 2-year-old Tom and Jerry. You could show a 2-year-old and
Yeah,
in the same
Mr.
room a
Bean.
99-year-old.
They also had Batman the Animated Series.
What'd you say before Batman?
Then
Mr.
Mr. Bean, bro. You never watched the cartoon Mr. Bean?
Nah.
No, bro, we wasn't walking.
What the
That's like more of a UK like type of
Yeah,
thing.
we was not.
They also had Foster's Home for Imaginary
I
Friends.
never watched that show.
My brother was more type into that. But
Bro, I saw that little like Pac-Man dude. It was like cheese, bro. I turned that shit off. I don't know. I really only connected with SpongeBob, and I had to fight to watch that.
you wouldn't watch TV all the time.
No.
Because you were watching YouTube.
No, when I grew up, before I got like a laptop, like before I could use my mom's laptop, I was watching SpongeBob like day in, day out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It would get to the point where I would record SpongeBob
Yeah.
just to watch it later. Yeah.
No, I was following the guide every single day. Like it came to the point where it's like
I would scroll.
I know Avatar is gonna come on Tuesday on Nicktoons. Like you know what I mean? Like because they play like the same shit on the same day kind of thing.
Yeah, I would scroll until I saw SpongeBob. If I didn't see it, then I would scroll for Fairy Odd Parents. If I didn't see it, I would scroll for the next show and the next show.
Dude, I would hate staying home like sick because I know that because all the kids are in school, the guy is gonna be ass.
It's real.
That's bro. I'm telling you, this TV shit went deep with me, bro. I fucking love TV.
I just wasn't locked in, bro. I was on my Xbox.
Yeah, I didn't have a PlayStation 4 until probably like middle school.
So your first console was what?
The Wii.
a DS, a 3DS,
I had a DS.
3DS.
a 3DS at 8. No, wait,
You
hold on.
didn't have the DS Lite?
DS Lite.
My first one was a
7, 3DS at 8.
Mine was a DS. The Platinum Pearl Edition DS.
I had the.
Damn, do you still have that? That's probably like.
Yeah, it
Mine was broken. Mine came broken though. The screen. So the thing that usually like keeps the screen put at a certain angle wouldn't work.
The hinge.
The hinge was broken, so that should either be like
That was the death.
We going
of, like,
all the way
90%
back?
of DSs.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
We going all the way back, or we just go in slow. So I can literally just do this.
I don't even know if I
Keep my
want
shit
to reveal
open.
this story, but I have a 3DS story that to this day will make me put hands on somebody. Like real shit. No, real shit. I was at a summer camp
I don't like what this
and
is.
I brought my DS. My mom was like, "Don't bring your DS. Don't bring your Yu-Gi-Oh card because you know if they get lost,
They
if the
gone for
DS
good,
gets
bro.
broken."
They
like-
gone for good, bro.
Yeah. So I didn't listen to her. And I brought my DS and this kid was like, "Oh, let me use it." And
Mhm.
like, bro, the kid was just weird. Like, I'm talking like he's using it for like an hour type shit.
What?
Like other kids brought their DS and they would let kids play with it. I'm having other kids come up to me being like, "Oh, can I use your DS?" And then I'm like, "Oh, you can use it after him."
Still using that shit.
And the kid is just still using it. Bro,
We got a queer.
I kept letting like, bro, this kid would be like, "Oh, just let me keep playing." The one time I was like, "All right, like you're done." He deadass smashed my shit,
What?
and the top screen.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, the top screen. Yeah, the top screen
Well,
was,
that's hands right after
was
that
fucked.
one, bro.
Bro, but I was so scared of my parents. I wasn't scared of the summer camp or nothing. I thought if I put my hands on this kid, I get in trouble by the summer camp. Summer camp called my parents. Now my parents know I took
Was
the
this
DS.
is this?
I dead ass swallowed that shit, and my parents did not know.
Wow.
But I don't remember a fella's name. But I always said to myself, if I was at a
See me
club,
again, bro.
if I was at a club or something, and legit told me the story I just told y'all, but from the other end,
He's getting sworn.
I might have to pay for a funeral. No, legitimately, sometimes I think about it. No, because sometimes I think about it and it gets me so angry. I'm like, if I ever see that dude,
bro.
nah, for real, like, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, if I ever see that dude, I might have to kill him. Like, I might just have to, like,
That's crazy though. You just slimed your shit out because you wanted it back, bro. That's crazy. Bro.
I remember I was in, like, middle school and I was on Reddit and it was like an ass Reddit and it was like, what's something like someone has done to you or something. I
Hey,
dead
that's
ass
the story,
wrote
bro.
what I told you and at the end I was like, if I see him again I might have to like kill him.
Did anybody respond to it, bro?
Nah, I responded so late so it didn't even matter. Because when you see the top thread, it doesn't matter. But I'm serious. That shit gets me heated, bro. Just thinking about, I'm like, man, fuck this dude. But I mean, I got a new one. Anyway.
Was that like a sleepaway camp, like some camp?
No, I never went to
shit?
sleepaway camp. I just went to like day camp for like a couple years.
Wait, it was 1 day camp.
No, like day-to-day camp.
Day to
like,
day.
Draw
So
up
You
and
couldn't
pick up.
stay home. You couldn't leave it home for 1 day. Or did you bring it every day?
You brought
Up
it.
until that point.
No, that was the first day. That was the only time I brought it.
First day.
This nigga is, bro. Like that's what I'm telling you. Like you might just have to die, bro. Like you might have to have your kid, and he might have to watch you die.
That's
I'm so
nice.
serious. Anyways, so what time did you have your bedtime for your kid?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you started at 4. Started at 4. But let's just try and finish it up.
Alright, so
This shit's like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Bro.
I would do 9 p.m. up until what time is it?
2 like 30 basically.
Right, 2 hours.
2:24.
Jesus Christ. I would have my time be like 9 p.m. up until middle school, and then
So like 11
yeah,
okay.
and then I would give him 30 minutes
every year.
every other year. So 9:30.
Ben 10.
9:30 at 11 years old.
No, 9 up until middle school. He graduates, it'd be 9:30, and then
So
10.
after 8th grade, so he's 14, and you'd be like, you can go to bed now at 9:30.
Yeah.
As a 14-year-old, you're like, that's fucking sick.
Sneaking out, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
That's just how I was raised, and I think it's a very responsible time to go to bed.
So you
And then when
you
he
would
gets
go
to
to
high
your
school-
dad. You would go to your dad and be like, when it comes to parenting, you were right with them.
Yeah.
Really?
It instilled, because personally, I don't think anything good happens outside of 11 p.m. Like I don't.
I
Think,
agree.
I don't think you need to be outside past 10:30, to be honest.
I agree, but you're saying asleep. Like you gotta be in your bed.
Yeah, you just gotta start to wind down. That's your bedtime.
No, bedtime means like you're in bed. Like you already took a shower.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah, but like you can still.
At
Like,
14,
chill.
9:30.
You can still like chill in your bed, but like you gotta be locked.
What
in.
if your son was like, let me fight you, and if I win, it's 10 o'clock.
Fight me?
Yeah,
I'm
fight
with his
me.
ass.
Physical hands.
I'm over
4-inch boxing gloves, so it's not anything.
His ass getting-
I'm
his ass
knocking
getting
his
full
ass in a coma, so you don't got a bedtime no more, bro.
He's sleeping permanent, bro.
If my son ever challenged me to a fight
It's man
for
versus
bedtime,
man,
Yeah.
I'm knocking his ass into next week, bro. The what?
bro. Me too, bro. Me too.
That is wicked. No, and then when he hits high school, you can have a 10 p.m.
No, but you said he graduates middle school.
Yeah.
So you're saying that summer it's 9:30,
Like I'm saying, in summertime, it's 10 p.m. every day.
even when he's 4.
No, like
Oh.
at that point.
Bro's cheesing, bro. He's cheesing.
Yeah, no. When it's summertime, you don't have responsibilities. Like you make sure your summer work
Bro.
is done.
I think that's crazy though. I don't know if I feel like I would let my kid like.
I never had a bedtime.
Me personally, I stayed up till fucking 3 a.m.
Yeah, and look where it got you, bro.
Hey,
Wow.
we in
Tired
my
as fuck.
apartment. Okay, yeah,
Tired
I'm
as
tired
fuck,
as
bro.
fuck, but
No sense of sleep pattern, no sense of nothing, bro. That's where it got you, bro.
That's what it was for, bro. Like
But-
holidays, bro. Wild West.
No, I'm saying
How do you
after
control
10th
that?
grade, after 10th grade,
yeah,
you're free range.
Upperclassmen?
You're grown-
Okay.
You're grown up.
yeah, okay.
You're grown up.
But
But I'm saying I instill that when he's very
you're
young.
walking in at midnight to check if he's still asleep.
Yeah.
And
I'm checking.
like, are you gonna check to see if a switch 2 is there?
Bro, I know all the tricks because I did.
So you
I will know, bro.
and then what happens when you see the switch 2?
I give him a strike.
Do you take the switch or you're like, I'm trusting you, but you have a strike?
Yeah.
What's the
Yo,
story?
I'll let him make the mistake once, and then the second time I'll be like, all right,
Give me the switch.
give me the switch. If I catch you doing it a third
Which
time,
means he has
You're on
to
the
sneak into
streets.
your room to get the switch.
No. I'm taking it for the night.
Yeah. Oh, just the night,
Yeah.
not like every night you
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the switch.
And if I
Okay.
catch him a third time,
Now it's
Yeah,
every
he
night
gets
or no
out-
it's,
switch?
it's leaving his room, bro.
It's never leaving his room.
No, it's always-
leaving
it's
his
never
room
in his
at
Oh,
night.
oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then if I still somehow he gets to a fourth strike, bro,
He's
I'm
watching
just,
that shit
I'm
get
just selling
smashed.
it. I'm going to sell it.
Not even breaking.
Facebook Market, like in front of his face,
$1.
taking the photo.
Just to instill the because if he wants to try me, sneak into my room.
Let me see what's gonna happen, bro. Let's see what happens.
No, bro, because you gotta learn, bro.
So, what type of relationship do you want to have with like your future son? I'm not even trying to troll. Just like,
I'm gonna be there.
do you want him to look at you though as like
Speak for
a
yourself.
leader or more of like
An enforcer.
as you want him to
Yes.
look at you as an enforcer?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna be a very lenient person.
Yeah.
I give you your chances to make mistakes. I give you chances to learn from your mistakes. Then if you go out of your way to commit the mistake again, then I gotta handle business, bro. I gotta enforce something. I think a 3-strike system.
I'm not judging at all. I genuinely just so
I think it's more than fair to do a 3-strike system, maybe even a 4-strike system. I think it's plenty fair.
Honestly, I just want my kids to be able to tell me anything.
Well, yeah.
Like literally, no, but I would literally go to my kid like from a young age and be like, if you punch a kid in the face and the kid tells the teacher and the teacher calls me, if you tell me the truth, I'll help you against the teacher.
I will ride for you.
Yeah,
I'll fight for you. Yeah. If you tell me that he punched you first or he hit you first.
No, not even. Like if you do something bad, but you are truthful to me and me only, I'll help you.
Okay.
Because either way. Okay, let's say my kid spray paints something. He gets called by the cops.
Which was in a criminal.
Okay, no, hear me out. You can either be in trouble with the cops, and I won't help you because you're lying, or you can be in trouble by me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be less harmful than the cops. So you might as well tell me.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. I don't know. Like if my kid literally did anything, even if he was fucking 30 years old. If my kid can fucking come to me and like tell me the truth, I'd be like, "Did you actually evade taxes?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I evaded taxes." I'd be like, "All right, I'm going to punish you, but for the judge and the law, I'm gonna help you."
I mean,
genuinely, that's just how I feel.
I think there's a limit to it though.
Like what?
Like if he commits like a serious crime,
Big M.
I'm not doing that, bro.
If my kid murdered someone, but he came to me, if I was the first person my kid called and he said committed a murder, I would help him get off.
No.
Nick's gonna be like,
I'm so
serious.
serious.
Going to jail.
Nick is gonna be like,
no, but I'm saying I'm super rich, so I would get him the best lawyers. Like,
I mean,
that's just what I would do for my kid.
No, I think if my
Nick's
kid
gonna tell his son.
bro, that's not
Nick's gonna tell his son.
So if you're, I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry. No, you can go.
Nick's gonna tell his son to bring the remains to these coordinates by midnight.
No, like I deadass, like if I had enough money and everything, like I would just. I want to punish my kid. Y'all don't punish my kid.
How do you punish your kid after that?
After murder?
Yes.
You just fucking put the bullet in the back of his head, bro.
Well, why'd he kill him? Is it like some serial killer shit?
No, I don't know. Like, okay, let's say
guy's too far gone if he's taking a life, bro.
Okay, if it's like a
what if the dude's like, I was getting attacked by someone?
Okay, that's
well,
different. That's
self-defense,
self-defense.
That's
But I'm
murder.
saying
Though.
if
That's
you,
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but that's different though, because like you can.
You're
prove
saying my son
self-defense.
murdered someone in cold blood.
Yes. Like, what if your son just went out one day and like
was like,
Jeff
I'm
Dahmer
so
type
rich and privileged. Let me kill somebody. Like that?
Sure.
At that point,
just thinks of people.
I lost. So,
yeah.
like, I lost.
Okay, what if your son like was texting and driving and he ran over someone and they died?
And they died.
Man, yeah.
He's going like
Vehicular
80 and he hits someone.
Y'all gonna hate me for this, bro.
You gonna fight for your son?
I would fight for my son in the court of law.
Nah, little bro
But I
got
wouldn't let him drive. I wouldn't. Really?
You would never let him.
You would let your son rot in prison for. He's 20 years old. You let him rot in jail for the next 60 years because he was texting and driving.
He fucked up.
I mean, I would have.
That's fucking nuts.
I'll send him a postcard for Christmas, bro.
That's crazy.
That's so. You hate your imaginary son.
Yeah, that's
How do you hate your imaginary son?
It's known that I hate my kids, bro.
I think there's a limit, bro. Like if my son commits a crime that could have been avoided because he did some stupid shit, I think you gotta let him eat it, bro.
What if your son commits grand larceny?
What's that?
Yeah, what is?
You know what grand larceny?
Explain it, John.
No,
since
I
you know what it is.
It's like robbery, bro.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that's that big of a deal. You're just stealing from a company, like, all right. That's better than murdering somebody, no?
Yes.
That's what I mean. It's not that big of a deal.
But like,
that's like it's on the
like,
same terms.
He's
as
gotta go to
taxation,
jail for that, bro.
Yeah, it's like it's basically
No, you don't have
taxation,
to.
bro.
No. I'm sending him to jail for that because
Why?
I taught him better to than steal.
Do you know how bad jail is, my nigga?
No.
No, they're thinking of prison, bro.
Bro.
But do you know how bad it is?
Okay,
to
yeah.
have
I'm thinking of prison, but like,
Do you know how bad it is to raise a criminal?
nigga, we all criminals.
Bro,
If we are wealthy enough to where he
Nick,
needs to still steal.
Nick, you need to watch the show Adolescence, bro.
I'm thinking about this.
Okay, what
more.
if he gets arrested for drug use?
Yeah, I would help my kid
I'll
and bring him to
help.
rehab. Why would I want my kid to go to jail because he did cocaine? Like, what?
What do you mean?
I don't think any person, I literally do not think any American citizen needs to go to jail because they did cocaine.
An illegal substance. That's
Yeah, I
illegal
don't
for-
agree.
think
I
they
agree.
need to go to jail. Like, do you know how serious prison is? Niggas get raped and killed
This
because
is-
they did cocaine.
This is jail we're talking about, not prison.
Okay, well, I'm thinking of like prison. Like niggas go to prison for life over marijuana.
No, I'm saying that's
what I'm saying,
different.
like,
but I'm saying like
if you're
hardcore drugs
Yeah.
that will kill you.
Yeah, it's you. You're harming yourself. You need to go to rehab, not jail.
No, but if you send him to jail, that's big enough of a punishment, in my opinion. And you send him to rehab after that.
What if bro gets?
No, I would rather just send him to rehab. Like, I don't think my kid needs to go to jail.
No,
I don't think anyone needs to go to jail over drug use. Like, unless you're selling. If you're intaking the drugs and you're not like drunk, like driving under influence, you're in your house, you're not harming anyone. That's just an addiction problem. You just need help.
So why would you blame the seller then?
Well, he's literally selling he's literally selling the illegal
But
substance.
it's both.
Because if you take out the
you
seller,
don't have to
because
buy
if you take out the seller, there's nothing to buy from. He's actively choosing to destroy his community.
What if he just goes to?
Yeah, and the buyer's also actively funding the seller.
Because they have an addiction.
No, you don't
What?
get addicted without taking it once.
Well, I know, duh, but
That's
I'm
what I'm
saying
saying.
like,
But like, I feel like as a parent,
Yeah.
we would have raised our children better to not do that.
you can't control everything though, especially with drug use.
Yeah, I
and
get
especially
that.
in a rich, like if they were
Yeah,
in an
that's what I'm
affluent
saying.
environment.
But I'm saying like,
That's what I'm saying. You take out the buyer. If I would not blame a seller. The seller. I wouldn't blame a buyer
I'm
because it's like,
both, bro. Respect.
nah. I mean, I wouldn't. Like,
Because if in my house, I've instilled all these morals. If they
yeah, but fuck your morals, bro.
what
Like,
do you mean? Fuck my morals, bro. That's those morals is who shaped you, bro.
Like, is the kid underage doing hardcore drugs, or is
High
it an
school.
adult?
Let's just say high school. You catch him in high school, at a party.
Well, then your morals apply. If they're an adult, your morals don't apply.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Okay,
that's
and
why I
that
meant like
same
fuck your
reasoning,
morals. Yeah.
You on your own then.
You're harsh, bro. I feel like you
No,
love
that's
kids,
I feel
bro.
like that's normal. If you're 22, 24, and you want to do drugs and do your own life and not listen to how you
Well,
were
if they
raised,
don't want
that's
help,
you.
if they don't want help, you can't do nothing. But I would definitely try and help my kid. Like real shit, I would. I'm so
I
serious.
don't think, bro, because that's a whole different league, bro. Like I don't even do marijuana, bro.
Yeah, I feel you. But if my
marijuana is a different beast.
if I'm
bro.
40, 50 years old, my kid is like 20 something, they're doing coke, I'd be like, yo, like let's get you in rehab, let's dry you out.
How
like,
old?
They're 22 years old.
Yeah.
That's a year older
Yeah,
than
but
me.
you're
That's
saying
valid.
fuck my morals when they're an adult.
Yeah.
The morals that helped raise.
I
them.
understand you saying, okay, if it's fuck my morals, then like.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying it's a little.
Because you know better.
But you are so much older than them. To me, I never want to argue with my kid because when people argue with their kid, they're not looking at it from the third party perspective of like, you're 50 something arguing with a 13-year-old. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, y'all shouldn't even be arguing. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Bro, it's just. I mean, I'm not telling you how to raise your kid, bro.
I'm not telling you either. I'm not saying you're wrong or not. I'm just saying, like, for me, I always.
Obviously, you want the best to
I just
help
want-
them out and all this stuff, but like, there's a limit, bro. In my opinion.
That's the thing. I don't really think. Like, bro, you see all the time with murderers. Like, their family's still there. It's like.
That's
When
not-
shit hits the fan, are you still a fan, bro? Like, that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, if shit hits the fan, like I'll be there. I'll be like, look, what happened? And then he'll be like, look.
I think if
I
my
hit
kid
your
tells
grandma,
me,
bro.
I think my kid tells me the 100% truth, I'm gonna try and help them as much as I could.
So if your kid got mad, right?
Yeah.
And like he's like out in the street and like he bumps over this old lady and she hits her head and dies. What are you doing?
He bumps her?
Like he hits her, like out of pure rage.
An old lady?
Yeah, and she like falls and hits her head wrong and she just bleeds up.
Honestly, he might have to dry out in the jail.
You
Not
think
prison, but physical violence
I
with
think
an
if
old lady
that's
is
murder, he's going to
fucking
prison.
crazy.
He's not going to jail for that.
Well, she died?
Yeah.
He's
Like
going
I'm
to
saying,
prison,
she
bro.
hit her
He's
head
in
wrong and
prison,
she was
bro.
old enough to where it affected her.
No, but he's not trying to kill her, so
Brain
that's
hemorrhage.
not...
Yeah,
that-
but it's
that-
manslaughter though.
No, I know, it's gonna be 3rd degree. But for me, now I'm saying for me, he's not actively trying to kill her, so it was obviously a mistake. So for me as a father, I'm obviously gonna be a lot more gentle than the court system because I know it's a mistake.
What if that's just bias? Being biased.
Well, that's-
It is. That's what I'm saying. As
It's
a
his-
father,
He's his father.
as a father, like
I don't know. I think we saved this for next week though.
all I'm gonna say is the Almighty Father Himself forgives all. He forgives a lot more than I would. So
I don't think he forgives murder though.
He does.
He does.
Confess
The
your
father,
sins,
yeah, the father forgives a lot, bro. I was thinking about it. Ever since Pope Francis died, I've been seeing shit on Twitter. It's been, because I used to be Roman
It's been
Catholic,
eye-opening.
so
Shout out the church, bro.
it's just been hitting me in my heart a little. And I saw him speak to this little boy, and this little boy's talking to him about how his father passed away, but he was not a believer. But he baptized all 4 of his kids. And Pope Francis is basically like, your dad obviously loved you. Do you not think God loves his children? Like, obviously, your dad made it to heaven because he was still a good man at the end of it. So, when you actually think about, like, heaven and hell in the Christian perspective,
fucked up shit to actually go to hell, bro.
the whole point of it is low-key God made this place, but no one actually goes there. Because, like, when you die and stuff, if you just, like, confess your sin...
Unless you're just truly an evil person.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, unless you literally denounce God in front of his face, like, literally, you're dead denouncing God.
That's why Lucifer there, bro.
That's how you go to hell. But it's like, he'll forgive you for a lot. Father's a lot, very forgiveful, bro. I'm telling you. He is, bro, I'm telling you.
He loves when
I definitely think I'm going to be a relaxed ass.
So you're
parent.
saying, so when your kid
Mm-hmm.
does drugs,
Mm-hmm.
if he does drugs, sorry.
Oh, if it's before 18, like, that's
Then
a
you put him in
problem.
rehab.
But I don't, yeah, like...
And then he comes out
Mhm.
and he does it again, what are you doing?
Under 18?
Well, whatever age. Doesn't matter the age to you?
No, it matters the age.
Okay.
Like, I'm
Let's
saying,
say
like...
22.
Because over 18, you can't legally do anything.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's why
I could kick him out my house, bro.
I mean, yeah. but-
I would never want my kid to live with me.
Never want my
after
kid on the
18.
streets, bro.
You kicking him out at 18?
No, I'm giving him an apartment.
Oh.
But I don't want him to live with me.
I feel like 21.
I'm trying to fuck my wife, man.
You can still fuck your wife with your kid there, bro.
No, you can't, bro.
Yeah, you can, bro. Yeah, you can.
Nah, bro.
Little Timmy gonna wanna go outside sometimes, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta wait for him to go outside.
Okay.
You never seen like when parents are like 50
You gonna
years old and they
you
send
gonna
their
have
kid
this
off
big
and now they
ass-
fuck like 3 times a day?
You gonna have this big ass house. You gonna live on one wing. You gonna live on the other wing, bro.
Yeah, but then it's like, then your kid is asking you like, yo, who was that over at the house the other night? Yeah, don't ask that shit, bro. That's me and your
Where's
mother's
your-
friends, bro. Like,
Where's
don't
your
even
wife,
ask that.
bro?
Wow, more than one.
Whoa.
No, I'm fucking. It's a joke. But
More than one.
Shannon over here.
Shout out Jimmy, bro.
all the way back from minute 15.
Yeah, right.
But what was
It's
I
been a
gonna
long
say?
time, bro.
It's like
Nah, you
3
never
hours.
heard about though, like when all the kids leave, the parents just start fucking like crazy because it's
No.
like no one's there. Really?
No. Both my parents are separated.
Well, I mean, I'm saying like that's just a thing though.
I've never heard of that.
Mm.
Never heard.
Well, no, I want my kid out at like 18. I think
I think I'll
throw them out in the world type shit.
Is there an age where you forcibly throw them out?
Yeah, 18. I just told you.
No, I mean, what if he doesn't want to leave?
You're gonna throw your kid out at 18.
Bro, I'd be like, you're 18 years old. I'm giving you the chance to live on your own, and you don't want to.
Yeah, what
Well,
if
like,
he's,
you're paying
he's still
for
in
it.
high school at that point?
No, he's graduated.
So you're
18,
paying,
he's graduated.
you're paying for it?
Yeah,
I mean,
Oh.
if he's at college and
yeah.
yeah. What
Even if
he's
he
like-
wasn't in college, I'd be like,
you wouldn't give him like 2 years just to chill?
If you want.
go travel. Get the fuck out of my house. Go outside, nigga. You're an adult. Like, let's go.
What if he's a streamer?
My kid's not gonna become a streamer. I would never give my kid the equipment to become a streamer at 18, bro. Like, in high school, I would never give him the chance to have that equipment.
Why not? That's when you started.
Nah, you
I'd give my
good.
kid-
Like, you good. There's
If
no...
you wanted to dead ass like stream, bro, you gotta give him a time period. Like, if you don't blow up, bro, get the fuck out.
What if that's what he wants to do, Dad?
Why?
Because I want to be like Kai
You
Cenat.
could be the
Why would you wanna
fucking
do that?
president of a third world country if I paid enough money for it to happen. You want to be a Twitch streamer.
Yeah, Dad.
I failed. I tell him that too. I'd be like, I failed. I leave
What's
like,
wrong
I
with being a
failed.
Twitch streamer?
If you have the chance to
Bro,
be a
he has-
doctor,
he
if you have
has-
the chance to be a doctor, it's like I think by the time my kid's 18, I would have enough money to where he could do so much more than. I feel like Kai Cenat, that's like an NBA lottery type of thing. That nigga had to do streaming. That's the most money he would ever get out of any other type of job that was available to him.
Okay.
What? I don't know about success. I don't know about rich kids streaming. Like I don't see.
They got the influence, bro. Because they got you, bro. They got the funding. They got the people. They got the connection.
No, I don't see it. I'm saying I don't see it. I don't see kids who are like hella like. I don't see actor kids being Twitch streamers. Like I'm saying I just don't see it.
They're not your kid, bro.
No, I know, but I'm saying like. There's a reason. Like I feel like a lot of people who already got it just don't Twitch stream.
You could be the first one.
Like you're saying, my kid is 18. He's like, I want to stay home and Twitch stream.
Yeah, what if he's like, I just want to chill with you guys and I enjoy living with you?
Nah, he clout farming. Nah, he clout farming. That's why. He's like, I'm an IRO stream. You gonna be in my streams, Dad? Fuck no.
What if he's a video game
clout.
streamer?
But he wants to be near us, he said.
Yeah, like what if he's like...
Honestly, as much as I think I'm gonna love my kid and my kid love me, I think it'd be weird if my 18-year-old son was like, I still want to hang out with you guys.
Why?
Why do you not want to fuck pussy, bro? I'm so
You still
serious.
do that in your crib, bro. You not letting him smash in your crib?
No, you do that at the girl's house, bro.
Get the
Fuck out of my
fuck
face.
outta
That's
here,
the
bro.
opposite.
That's literally the opposite
You
of
don't
what
fuck
you
in the
did,
girl's
bro.
house.
Nah, bro, you go.
You
to
brought him to
her
your
house.
crib. You did it yourself.
Because they wouldn't let me.
That's
You gotta do
What if his girl won't let him? What happened to
go get
loving
a
me, Dad?
dude, bro. Go get a
You gonna
girl,
go to war with me for murder, but you won't let me smash in the crib?
I'd be like,
With a condom?
how old is he?
High school.
16, right?
18, 16,
18?
17?
He has a car, right?
Does he?
He's 18?
Yeah, that's up to you, Nick.
Yeah, I'll probably.
You can't buy a
Does
car.
he?
Yeah, I do.
You can't buy a
He's 18 years old?
Sure.
Why the fuck are you even still talking to these high school bitches, bro? Like, you're 18, you
What
got
if
a
he-
car, go to Miami.
What if he dating a girl at 16 and he's like, Dad? Or if he's like, what if he try to lose it before he graduate for a bet with the kids, right? For a diploma?
Oh, if he legitimately told me it was a bet, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay, what about if it was not a bet? You just be
No,
like,
it
nah.
is.
What the fuck?
Why
You gotta
is
help
there
your
a
kid
bet?
win. 'Cause you gotta help your kid win.
But why can't he lose it in your
No, he can lose it. I'm not gonna condone it.
Why?
You
You're not
can't
gonna
make shit too easy for these niggas. You think my mom condoned it? What? What are we talking about? It gotta be a
Bro,
mission.
he gonna do it without you knowing regardless, bro.
But it has to be a mission, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, but what if you find out that he did it then what? You gonna get mad? You gonna be like, what the fuck? What kind of trust is this? I raised you this, that, and the third. And you
I
gonna
think I'd
do
be a
it?
bit mad because.
Bro, why?
No, hear me out. If that happened to your daughter, would you be mad?
No.
Really? If your daughter invited a dude to your house,
I would talk to them, both of them, both son and daughter, and I'd be like, look, I know this is the age where shit starts going on.
You wouldn't be a little bit mad.
I would be like, this is why your logic doesn't make sense, because you would want your son to tell you the truth.
Uh-huh.
So I'd be like, just tell me, and I'd be okay with it.
Mm.
I don't want you just sneaking people in the crib.
Well, okay, so
What?
if my son came up to me and said, I want to have sex, he said he doesn't have it yet, he said, I want to have sex, I'd be like, try and do it at her house.
Of
If
course.
you can't, come back to me.
Okay, yeah, but
Then we can continue.
Yeah,
but
of
okay,
course.
okay.
But like I'm saying, I wouldn't be like, nah, you're in trouble for that, bro. I'm not gonna be like, you're in trouble.
No, I think you don't have to.
But
Wait, but
you
I
gotta
don't.
talk safety. You gotta talk.
But I don't think you have to be
stuff.
mad about something to make someone in trouble.
Because they're just gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, like I think he can still be in trouble, but you don't have to necessarily be mad about it.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't punish them.
No, I think you can punish them, but it doesn't have to be anything crazy.
I wouldn't punish them, is what I'm saying. Because I'd be like, look, I know this is the age where shit gets on. Just be safe.
I don't know.
Be
I don't know how
responsible.
I could be like, yo,
Come
you're
to me if there's
16.
pause. Come to me if there's anything going on,
This nigga said pause. Bro. What is wrong with you?
and then look, I'll help you out the best I could. If something happens,
Yeah.
if not, just be safe. You know what I mean?
But I don't think I would tell my kid, you can fuck in my house.
I wouldn't be like, nah, you could fuck, but I'd also be like, just let me know what's going on. Like, let me know who you're bringing over.
So what do you want him to tell you before it happens? Like, hey, John, I'm about to fuck this girl? Or do you want him
No,
to
I
tell
don't
you
think
afterwards?
any kid on the plane is going to go to their parent and be like, yo, I'm about to fuck
Yeah.
fine shit, bro. Like, nobody's ever going to say that. They're just going to do it. You're either going to find out by walking in on it, you're going to find out at the aftermath,
Ew, bro.
Yeah.
or you're going to find out eventually if it's been months. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
you're going to find out eventually. So you might as well just be like, look, just tell me who's coming over.
For me, though, it would have to be 16 and up. If it's 15 and down, I would actually be mad.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can
like,
get
I would
behind
actually
you.
be
I think 16 is fair.
No, me too. I think upperclassmen, like, it's
Yeah,
like,
junior year is
yeah.
fair. If you're doing
nasty shit at 14, bro,
We might switch school district.
Yeah, we'd be weird, bro.
No, straight up.
What about you, John? Is this far-fetched? Would you be mad if your son or your daughter brought their partner over?
Are you gonna treat them different?
I think I would
Yeah.
definitely have double standards.
I think
bro.
you have.
He said, "I'm definitely."
I think you have.
If my daughter brought some random jit in my house, bro, to fucking my house that I paid for, bro, and you're not gonna introduce yourself to me and try and give yourself some type of, give me some
And
type of respect, bro.
if your son brought
Okay,
over a young fine rice,
Let's be
you'd be fine
honest.
with that.
I'm dapping him up. What?
Let's be honest. Did
sure.
you? Oh well, you just lost it.
Wow.
Did you go to your parent and be like, "I'm bringing over someone," or did you just bring him over?
Nah, I talked about it with my mom. It was weird. She was like, no, I talked about it with her after, which in her head.
After you did it, right?
Well, I remember one time I was like, can she sleep over? And she's like, nah, like she can't sleep over. And I was like,
I get it.
I found that was, no, but in my head, I thought that was crazy. Like I was
That
like,
she couldn't?
would she
Your
really-
son is gonna think the same way, bro.
Cause I just thought my mom was chill. So I was like, my
I don't
mom,
even dare
my mom
think
wasn't chill.
to ask that question.
She would have the other mom respond first.
Oh.
So every mom's gonna say no. But
Yeah.
because the other mom said no, it's like I'm the chill mom. Because she said no. I didn't even have to give my answer.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually had to ask her. And she's like, nah. And I was like, bro, what the fuck?
But I'm saying like,
But, like, my mom, she wanted me to have sex, like, after 18. But she told me that, I started laughing. I was like, that was never gonna happen. I was like, nah, like.
okay, but this is what is going to happen. Your
Yeah.
son or daughter
Mhm.
is going to find any moment you're not home to do it. It's gonna happen,
Uh-huh.
regardless, for the first time.
The same thing that you used to do is
Exactly.
what they're gonna do.
The same thing you did, your child is going to do it. That's just how the world works. They're sneaky. No one's open about having sex for the first time. No one's open about having sex.
My parents had fucking alarms and I still did shit.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
it's like
Bro, when I
incredible.
had my first girlfriend, I took her out the back because I knew we didn't have cameras back there.
Yeah.
Like, your child is gonna know the house better than anyone. So like, you can't like.
But you can be mad about that. Even if it's
Yeah,
once you have, you can be mad about it.
But what are you mad at? Are you mad at them having sex? Or are you mad at them breaking your trust and having someone in your house? You're not mad at them having sex with them.
I'm not even mad at either of those. I'm mad at the fact that my baby's adolescence is gone. I genuinely think that's what it is.
Yeah,
I think
but
that's why
you
people.
can't-
I think that's why parents
So
are.
you're gonna be mad at them?
No, I just think I'd be hurt.
But that's just how it's.
That's
gonna
just
be.
life, though. Yeah, no, that's just life. That's just life.
That's what I'm saying.
No, we had to talk it through. We had to. I
Yeah,
got to.
yeah,
I just got to it. No, we had to talk it through.
That's when you realize that
Yeah.
your kid is no longer your.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But like, I wouldn't. Be
And I still think it's just gonna hurt. It's just like that's just such a biological thing.
Yeah, it's gonna.
Because even with the double standard things, I want to raise my kids as equally as possible.
For sure. But there is.
And
things
I
that
would
you
still
gotta-
have the same reaction of my daughter and my son having sex. I would still have the same reaction outside verbally, but in my own head, I know that it hurts a little bit more to be a dad. And it's like, because in culture, the guy fucks.
Mhm.
So your son fucks, that's cool.
Your
Your daughter got fucked.
Yeah.
It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's because we're men and it's
Exactly,
different.
exactly. But I'm saying
Yeah.
you gotta keep that in your head though.
Yeah, for sure. John said I would definitely.
He literally said, "Oh, definitely have the double standard."
But like, yeah, you gotta.
John, what if your
Yeah.
son picked up a purple iPad? What would you do?
Oh, sorry.
What do you mean?
If he picked up a purple iPad,
Like that's his
My
color.
dick.
The color he chose.
That's my favorite color, so I don't give a fuck.
you don't remember that one Twitch streamer, bro?
Who?
There was a Twitch streamer, and his son picked up they're at home,
Mm-hmm.
and the iPad has a purple case, and he was like, "Put that shit down, bro. You're not gonna be gay." I swear to God,
It's a
I'm not
fucking
even joking.
color, bro.
Yeah, no, that shit was crazy. All right, just to finish it up, I'll answer mine. For me, bedtime, like.
Bro, it's all this bedtime
I know.
shit.
I think it literally like you told yours, and then 30 minutes later, and then 30 minutes later. But for bedtime, I feel like I'll go 4 years old is like kindergarten. Kindergarten to first grade or fifth grade, that's 10. So 4 to 10. Honestly, going to bed at like 8:30. Depends on the kid, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Or from 4 to 10, it'd be like 8 to 8:30. You know, probably like evolve
Yeah.
till 10. Get to middle school, I'd probably say like, as a middle schooler, I don't know, I'd probably say 9:30, 10 o'clock. Because like genuinely like
Goes with that.
if you can't, especially middle schoolers, they get off late. Like a lot of times they get off at like 4.
Yeah.
So like if they're going to bed 9:30, 10,
That's a pretty decent amount.
it's like 6 hours to get what you want done. I don't know,
You
like
got like an hour, 2 hours to get homework.
Yeah.
I want my kids to have fun. Like I don't want to be that parent that's like, yo, you got fucking 2 episodes of iCarly, you better enjoy that shit. Like, that's so mean to me, bro. Like
Nah, I used to.
I don't know. And then from 14, 15,
So that's 9, 10.
yeah, 9 and 10th grade, I said 9:30 to 10. I probably would like solidify like 10, and then maybe like 10:30 type shit on maybe 11 on the weekends. 11 on the weekends, and
Yeah, it's
then
usually an hour.
yeah, after upperclassmen, I would say just
Be responsible.
if I had a bedtime. Well, I don't know. I probably just wouldn't have a bedtime.
Have a curfew.
I would have a curfew because it's like, at least like the kids I knew, they were up until 1 a.m. but they'd be doing like homework. So it's like, you know what I mean?
That was me junior year, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
So,
to like one.
it's
one
a bit
side
unfair.
Yeah.
but I would definitely have a curfew of like probably like 10:30, maybe 10. But it's like, yo, if you on the way back home, like I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, until they're 18, yeah, definitely a curfew because I feel like no
nothing-
kid should really be out
Ain't
super
nothing
late.
good
It's just not
happening after
it's not
11
safe.
PM, bro. Ain't nothing you need after 11 p.m. that
When
you
them
can't,
street
you
lights
can't
come
get
on,
the
bro.
next day, bro.
That when them street lights come on, bro, I don't know why your ass out, bro.
Dog shoot lights come on at 7.
Bro, I'm telling you, at 11 p.m. there's no reason to be outside that you can't do tomorrow, bro.
Yeah.
No reason.
It's the devil's time, bro.
I love being outside at that night. Dude, during 2020, I lost my mind so much. It'd be 3 a.m. and I'd go out for bike rides. I'm so serious. I would like watch the Steve Jobs biopic.
Well, you were trapped at home all day. Or was this past COVID shutdown?
No, this is like during COVID. But also, yeah, I would just bike all day though. Like I would bike maybe one time in the afternoon. It'd probably be like 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. Like 12-hour differences, just biking. Just like listening to music, like getting inspired. But I mean, I don't know. It's just weird for me to give rules to my kid when it's like I was 16 out at 3 a.m. biking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But I feel like your situation was different than what.
no, I mean for sure. But I also think I would give a lot of like how I'm saying like, oh, I'd let my kids stay up or curfew till 10:30. But it's like the first time you fuck that up, it's like, oh, we're doing 10:15 now, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, the second time you fuck it up, oh, we're doing 9:30 actually now, bro. Like, you know. I don't know. I feel like you can't just be overbearing on your kids, bro. Like you gotta let them breathe.
You gotta let them fuck up.
You gotta let them fuck up too, 100%.
I
just
just
saw-
grow as a person, bro.
I just saw a video of a kid crying because he had super long hair and they give him a haircut.
I saw that, I know.
Low key, I was thinking about it. I'm like,
Fuck you crying
Kid-
for, bro.
no, because he had really long hair and he really liked his long hair and they cut it and they made it like stylish and shit. He still didn't like it.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you think about it, the person who paid for that haircut was the parent. They got the parent got the haircut because they liked the haircut. I feel like that kid might have been 4 years old, but why doesn't he deserve
You
his
gonna
own
remember that.
autonomy?
You gonna remember that.
He's gonna remember that. I remember like haircuts when I was younger where it had me crying because it looked so bad, and it's like I started thinking I never thought about this before, but like why can't kids have their own autonomy over their own hair? Like I've seen so many videos of kids not wanting to cut their hair, and the parents are like, "No, we're gonna cut." It's like why? Like, just because you like it, I don't get it. Like they are their own person at the end of the day. Like they a little person, but
Yeah.
At what age did your parents start to let you actually do shit with your head instead, bro? Of
Middle
like
school.
them being in control of it.
Well, I played sports, so I always kept it short because it was
Yeah.
just easier. But again, it was my choice though. So.
Hmm.
But I didn't start like going to my own haircuts like until like high school, really.
yeah, I was gonna say I didn't start going to my own haircuts till high school, but before that, I don't know. I think I would just my dad like for me, I would just grow my hair out, and then my dad would be like, "All right, time for a haircut," and just cut it down super short.
Yeah, I used to get.
So it was just that for a couple of years, and then eventually I grew it up to the afro, and then I just got it braided, and from there I kind of always did hair however I wanted. So I probably say
But we all had the
Ninth
buzz cut
grade.
fade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all. You didn't have the buzz?
I had a buzz up until I was like 3.
That's crazy.
And then
No,
my dad
yeah.
started to give me this side pot, bro.
Honestly, for my kids, every
If I had a
summer-
picture of that shit, bro, and I literally look like we used to work at a bank in like the 1980s, bro.
Yeah, I had a fade, like buzz cut fade, until like
Yeah.
6th grade. No, not even 8th grade.
I think honestly, if it's summertime, I'm like in
No,
a
6th
hot
grade.
environment. I probably give my kids buzz cuts for the summer, bro. Shit's
Yeah,
fire.
I got a buzz cut until 6th grade, and then I started having like my own hair.
Yeah. Doing like a 1 on the top, fucking half on the sides, bro.
Oh yeah, skin fade, bro. And like a ball sack, bro. Nasty word.
Oh yeah.
It's time.
Yeah, by the time.
Oh yeah, yeah. So close off the show.
Green or
We
red.
about to do some green or red. All right.
Fucking made Interstellar, bro. 3 hours of fucking talking.
Some people might think this is better than Oppenheimer, bro. Not gonna lie. Not me though, but
Alright, I'll start us off. bro.
yeah, John, you could explain the rules.
So, it seems like this shit changes every fucking week.
It does.
But how I understand it is we compare the amount of money in our bank accounts week to week,
Mm-hmm.
and if we have more money than we had starting off at the end of the other week, we are green. If we have less, we're red.
Mm-hmm.
Based off of those rules, I'm in the green.
Nice.
You can go right.
Nice. Based on those rules, I've still not gotten paid.
Yep, since
So
February,
I'm
bro.
still not
I was gonna say based off of those rules, I'm in the red, but by not that much because I get paid every 2 weeks. and I
Basically in the
think-
yellow, bro.
A low key because I'm only down like 200 compared to
That's-
last week.
That's a lot, bro.
Okay.
$200. I get paid every 2 weeks.
For the paychecks we be getting, bro.
And
No,
we just
but
dropped 30 on
I have bills, nigga. Like you gotta spend when you
Oh,
gotta
obviously,
spend.
bro.
So I think that's pretty good. If you can save, I save like 70-80% of my check nowadays.
Really? That's a lot.
Bro, when I was trying to get the apartment, I was saving 90% of my check.
There we go.
I don't even know.
Nick
how
was
I-
living off bread and air, bro. Ice soup.
Nah, I guess was living off of like bread, bro.
Special case here on number.
No, I'm
Soup
trying
and
to
water.
remember because I would eat like one meal a day, but it would be like less than $10.
God bless.
Had to be.
God bless the workforce for giving him free food, bro.
Yeah, bless myself, bro. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching episode 14. That was me, Nick, Isaiah's,
Yo.
Wujan. Catch us all on Blue Sky. I will catch you all later. Peace.
We out.